All doing well. Welcome back to the stream. I'm joined tonight by Seth the Overwitch for some of Hollow Knight's Endgame. What a time it shall be.
Yay!
Now, excuse me, need to take a drink. I actually have done a fair bit off-screen since last we met, mainly gathering up those stray badges that were scattered around the world. Oh, and grubs. Grubs as well. We only missed like 3 or 4 grubs, though, which is really something.
Nice.
So we'll load up here. 37 hours, my god.
Not bad. It's a game worthy of those hours.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, just to give everyone a primer as to what I've done, we did gather all the grubs and collect a few little rewards for them, including this shiny new badge, Grubberfly's Elegy, which essentially, gives us the sword beam from Zelda when we're at full health, which is
Nice.
useful, but I take too much damage for it to be like a total game changer.
Right.
I got the second Unbreakable badge from Divine, Unbreakable Heart, which grants us, I want to say 2 additional masks, which is kind of handy. I picked up the last charm notch in the game, which was just laying on the ground on one of the screens in Fog Canyon we had already cleared before on stream, which is odd. And I got the Fragile Greed charm from Leg Eater, which we're going to try to solidify. Or no, we'll give to Divine before we attempt to fight Grim. And then I got a really interesting little badge. This one this one over here. Quick Slash. So, this badge allows us to attack way more rapidly, like our standard attacks are going to come out not twice as fast, but a good deal more expediently. And I found this one from a great big cavern over at the far end of Kingdom's Edge. I did have to look this up. There were some grubs down here. Seth, did you ever do this? This like little section over
Nope.
here?
I don't think so.
So it led me to a series of caverns and the easternmost side of the hive, where I found a pretty decently sized chunk of geo, as well as an ancient, deceased nailsmith hunched over like a giant anvil or slab atop which was the badge in question. But now that we've got all of the Nailmaster arts, we can actually pick up a badge I've really been wanting for a long time. If you remember, one of the characters, the merchant here, Sly, seems to know a lot about nail arts, or the nail itself. And so down here in his storeroom, we find Sly himself with a massive nail. Look at the size of that thing. So, another would join our group. I have a gift for you, warrior. As a shopkeeper, I admit parting with it for free is rather difficult. But as the great nail sage, I must recognize your skill. You've mastered the arts of my remaining pupils. Now tradition decrees you too may hold the symbol. Wear it proudly, Nailmaster. You shall be the last to receive its like. Yeah, so he's the great nail sage, and apparently the most powerful swordsman in the entire kingdom. And he gave us a badge that allows us to fire off our charge attacks way more quickly. And yes, Godmaster does something interesting with him too. I like that literally every NPC in the game has some kind of major quest line or another. Now let's see. What's left? Well, I guess before we get Salubra's charm, or to get Salubra's charm, we could go get the very last, badge in the game. This one over here. That we need a whopping 15 lifeblood masks to acquire. It's down in the abyss. Now, Brady, you might be asking, how on earth are we going to acquire all of those? Well, have no fear. I've got this figured out. By which I mean the internet told me. We want to take this badge. Well, first off, Unbreakable Heart to grab a couple extra masks. Boom. Now we want to grab Lifeblood Heart, which will give us a coating of lifeblood, so a couple lifeblood masks. Boom. And now we want to grab Joni's Blessing, which will transfer all of our masks into lifeblood masks. Boom. And like that, we have more than enough lifeblood. Look at that.
Boom!
Boom! Now all we need to go do is make it about halfway down into the abyss, and we can gather the last charm in the game. Oh, and while we're down there, of course, we can... Good thing I was, like, looking up anything we missed in the game, or I would have missed this entirely. We can use the King's Soul to acquire an item we absolutely need to get, like, the true ending of the main game. So yes, we're going to have to go all the way down into the abyss again, unfortunately. But at the very least, getting back up doesn't take all that... Wait a minute. It doesn't have to take long at all. Hey, Bunny, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. We will create a dream gate here, right? That's how it's done? I think. Hold on. Oh no, we hold down to set it. Okay. And we can warp back here from the depths of the abyss once we're down there. Easy peasy. Oh, and it's even marked on our map. That's handy. And he says, alright, doing alright just procrastinating on projects? Well, that's alright. It's the summer. That's the time to procrastinate. Off we go. Oh, machinimas. I gotcha. Are the animals still running all over the place, or have they settled down for the evening? Oh. Might not be with us at the moment. That's fine. All we've got to do is make it down to the abyss without taking too much damage. Oh, right, forgot about the spikes. Dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, we can take all of one hit. Good. That's good. Okay. Oh, really? Okay, now we can take no hits. Less good. We've got to make it to the gate. Which is visible there on the map. There we go. And now it'll react to all of our lifeblood, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Plus the 15th,
You know?
there on the plinth.
It took me a while to realize that I was muted and talking to myself.
Oh, wow, sorry. What were you saying then?
Wow. I was saying that, yeah, like, Peppy, calm down. Beppo went into his cage and is, like, staying there out of protest.
He doesn't
weird
want to
thing
be,
that
though.
No, like, the thing is, we argued and then he left there, and the argument was he didn't want to go through his cage, so it's like, I guess I won the argument.
Of course. Well, he didn't want to go to his cage right then, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. And that gets us, or brings us, where exactly? Oof! That one was entirely on me. Oh, welcome to Lifeblood Hell. Oh, yikes. No, that was it, that was it. So down, down, down. And this, of course, was added by the Lifeblood update, as one would expect.
Huh. I was gonna say, like, I don't remember that.
Ooh, lordy. Here we go. Last badge in the game. The Lifeblood Core. Oh, please tell me it's gonna lift us out of here. Oh, thank you, God. Okay. And what does it do? Well, it's another health boosting or buffing item. When resting, the bearer will gain a coating of lifeblood that protects from a large amount of damage, so just a few additional masks every time you rest. That is not bad at all. Also, notice that our map marker is completely misplaced now. It says we're in the tramway when we're deep down in the abyss. But now, we actually do need to go all the way to the bottom of the abyss for our next objective. Okay. And we do have Sharp Shadow equipped, which allows our dashes to deal damage, but also apparently extends our dash, actually making platforming just a little trickier. Okay, here we are. We're back in the corpse pile, which is... Never thought I'd say this, exactly where we want to be right now. We want to fight through all of the siblings to make our way back to the Void Sea.
Of the voids.
Hold on a moment, can we, like, attack or dream nail these things? No, of course, because they're not sentient.
Tomorrow I have a day off. I'm so happy about it.
Ooh, fantastic. Any plans?
Yeah, moving some stuff to the new apartment.
Nice, nice. So that's right, you said you got like 1,000 different sets of keys. So you can now come and go as you please.
Yeah.
God.
6 for the apartment and 6 for the windows, because I'm on the ground floor, so I need to lock the windows too.
With a separate key, of course.
Yeah, different set of keys. They said it's because of security. Whatever that means. It's not like, you know, if the person can enter through the door, that he's gonna want to enter through the window as well.
That's fair.
Just to be, you know, yeah. I don't know. It's weird, but it's fine.
Yep, you're going to have your new place, and you can get to work on that streaming setup, right?
Yeah, I sent the plan to my friend who's an architect and asked him if he can like arrange the furniture, like if there is enough space to arrange the furniture the way I wanted it to, so I can direct the moving guys to put it properly.
And there is enough space, I presume?
He hasn't replied yet, so...
Well, if you hear nothing, just assume yes. And then tell the movers, don't worry, an architect approved this. Okay, so that wasn't where we were supposed to head. Oh boy, let's see if we can't find the egg. Oh, that's cool. We have the lifeblood charms equipped where we've got lifeblood and take damage. Actual lifeblood instead of the usual pale white soul substance. Leaks out. Wait, well what? Where on earth are we supposed to go then? Is it another landing in the middle of the massive shaft of the abyss? Or, hold on. I will look this up because we are interested in just doing everything and getting out now. Okay, so the Abyss is...
She being mean to you? Yeah, she's being very mean to you.
Oh, Lord. Oh, right, so we need a different charm equipped to complete this sequence. Never mind. So back up we go.
Up and away. Ooh, guess what I'm listening to? I am listening to subliminal messaging.
Oh, what for?
Manifest your desires. Very generic.
Just interested in trying that out, or...?
I mean, the thing is that the melody is calming, so...
Oh, I get you, like
it
the
as background noise
ambiance.
anyways. Yeah. So, like, if it helps in that regard, it's already good, so...
Let's see how fast... Oh, wow! With this charm, our charged attacks are much faster. That's gonna be helpful for the Colosseum. Now let's go back down into the Abyss. And yeah, notice with the King Soul charm equipped, we actually do gain soul pretty steadily.
Nice.
Unfortunately, if we want the game's best ending, we have to give the charm up. Which is
Oh
not so nice.
no! But why?
Search me.
Is there any story implication or?
Oh wait, yes, of course. We are using the birthright that we've obtained from our parents to open kind of the deepest pit of the Abyss so that we can access its power.
So I'm I'm right now playing Overwatch, and there is one guy in the enemy team whose name is Fuck Israel. Of course, made with special characters so that he doesn't get auto-banned.
So it's like suck.
Yeah.
Good old Overwatch. Can always count on it for a solid, non-toxic gameplay experience, am I right?
Yeah, of course. Oh, and not only that, the person is using an aimbot.
Oh, is there a way you can
So
tell?
yay. Yeah, you get like a death cam when they kill you, and you can really see how like the movement is twitchy and goes like right to the head.
Like their animations are extremely sharp. Like there's no flow that you would typically get from a person panning their camera around with a stick. It's just snapping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real quick, I saw while I was looking up the location, there's also apparently a place where we can go, like with most indestructible creatures, to gain a journal entry about these tentacle monsters, bad wording, that are all over the Abyss. Apparently it's all the way in here. Let's see if we can spot the secret ourselves. Oh god, it's up here. You could just see the light coming down from above. That's well hidden. I never would have been able to find everything in this game on my own. Hey, Angel Arias, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello.
How are you doing today? An imprint of Abyss given form. That's how we get our entry, apparently. Oh, alright. Now we need to go get the badge that we can use to actually, you know, complete the game. Which we're not doing first. Instead, I've got a couple special little features planned for everyone. Let's get ready, and my people need me. Angel is fine, nice to meet you. Thank you. Says I do well, thanks yourself. I'm doing okay, thank you. I'm enjoying a brief little vacation I'm taking before I dive into thesis research, and spending as much time as I can working, on little creative projects here on Twitch and elsewhere. With my wonderful and talented crew of friends, including Seth here.
Hello. So, my main tank in this game that I'm playing is called Regrets, and that is basically how I feel when I play Overwatch.
I see, I see. Now, again, this is interesting because I know many people who play Overwatch. I don't know a single one who sounds like they enjoy it.
It's a Stockholm syndrome at this
Yeah, yeah. Angel says, what are you researching? Technically, I'm a graduate student in history with a focus in Pacific ethno-history. But truth be told, I'm not a huge fan of research at all, and my real passion lies in instruction and, like, teaching techniques. So, I prefer doing my work in the classroom and staying as far away from, like, the investigative research side of things as I can. But, I mean, hey, I'm not bad at it or anything, and if they need a thesis in order for me to graduate, that's exactly what they're gonna get. Angel says, I hate Overwatch, but play it a few times a week. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, I hate and love Overwatch. I'm trying so hard to rank up, and I just put myself through a lot of misery.
So what do you hate love more right now, Seth? Overwatch or Monster Hunter?
Fuck Monster Hunter.
Really?
I removed the cartridge and I'm not putting it in anymore.
Are you sure? What about
Yes,
those additional
I'm gonna-
ranks?
No! I'm gonna put it on the bottom of the box for moving, and I'm not gonna see it until until next week.
I see, I see. Ooh, it's getting darker still. And yes, welcome. Welcome to the birthplace, whence we come, apparently. If we dream nail ourselves, we just black out. No cost too great. So yeah, this is where our little dude was born, like in the middle of a massive pile of like the corpses of his siblings, which is yikes. Angel says we get some nice music here, very depressing. Oh yeah. Such a poor little guy. Oh no, now we have to make our way back out, don't we? Or do we? No, I guess not. Okay. Okay, this is a scripted sequence. Well, we can do it. No mind to think. Ah, we're still technically in the dream, seeing ourselves climb out of the abyss. As, countless clones or other failed knights just rain from the heavens. No will to break. No voice to cry suffering. It sounds less like they're designing like the Ultimate Warrior, more like they're designing the ultimate retail employee. Born of God and Void. Oh yeah, the music is beautiful here. Oh, yikes.
Angel, where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? We are always surprised how Brady's getting mostly European viewers, even though he's American, and I'm getting mostly American viewers, even though I'm European.
Mm-hmm. Angel says they aren't making a warrior. Well, I know, there's a lot of complexities to this game's lore, but that's just the best way I can parse it for viewers who are less familiar with what all's going on.
Northern Ireland, nice!
Nice, nice. Well, welcome to the stream. We're so glad to have you. You shall seal the blinding light that plagues their dreams. You are the vessel. You are the hollow knight. Ah, there we go. 38 hours in. Oh, and our king soul becomes the void heart, which is actually useless in gameplay. It merely serves a story function as far as I'm aware and offers access to the game's best endings. But, it costs absolutely no charm notches to equip, so there is that.
Nice.
Angel says that message wasn't addressed to you. We're a Hollow Knight, though.
Yeah.
Oh, and we even get... No, we don't get Essence, I don't think. We're good. Angel says you're not the Hollow Knight. Well, according to some interpretations of, like, the lore I found, we're one of the Hollow Knights. There is a boss, like the guy we saw in the cutscene, is the historical Hollow Knight, but this little guy is referred to much the same in a lot of interpretations of the lore. Okay, so now that we've done that, I think we can access Salubra's ultimate blessing, whatever that does. I've got no idea, but we've got the Geo for it.
Yay!
Now that our badge collecting mission is done, by the way, we're just going to unequip these and get our go-tos back out. Unbreakable Strength. Long Nail, we're gonna need this in a minute. And... actually, do we want Long Nail? No, maybe not. That, and... oh yeah, that'll do for now. So from here, it'll just be down and to the right. Gotcha.
Yeah, fuck this, not playing any more Overwatch for tonight.
Angel says, A Nightmare King Grim, best music in the game, I think. Yeah, soundtrack's really good. I and one of my regulars who does, like, lots of Souls-like challenge runs, Eclipsite, who is insanely skilled and just extraordinarily talented overall, encountered that fight for the first time, like, a couple days ago, and were absolutely gobsmacked by, well, we're in the minority. We think it's actually really poorly designed compared to the original, which was a great deal of fun. Because of how tight and demanding it is. It feels like it takes away a lot of the tools that the game gives you to deal with bosses and other challenges in a way other Dream bosses don't. So, anyhow, what we're gonna do today is break that encounter in half. Because, hey...
I'm just gonna chill here, watch you play that, and play Bayonetta in the meantime.
How are you finding Bayonetta 2, by the way? Still think it's a stronger offering than the first?
Yeah, and also I like Bayonetta's design more in the second installment, so...
Yeah, the shorter hair and, like, a brighter suit, right?
Yeah, a bit brighter suit and a bit, like... it looks less of a... I don't know, it looks a bit less provocative, to be honest.
Yeah.
I like it, more.
Yeah, I got you. Angel says, I'd say Nightmare King Grim is the third most difficult boss in the game, possibly second when considering you lose 2 charm slots. Yeah, I've heard the same. Okay, sure. What, if anything, does this do? My dear, a blessing for you. With your excessive patronage and those startling good looks, you've more than earned it. Okay. And does this do anything for us? A boon bestowed by charm lover Salubra. Those blessed are followed by beauty and love. Okay. That's something.
Could be worse.
No, we got an achievement for it. I'm happy. We've already got all these great charms. Angel says it does do something very useful, but doesn't tell you what. That's par for the course. I'm glad we've got it, just no matter what. I don't care, I'll gladly take those hits. Oh, gave us a little bit of essence on top of the 2,700 plus we've already got. Yikes. Tell you what, we'll go to the resting grounds and take the Stagway station from there. Wait a moment. There we are. Angel says you'll accidentally find out sometime. It is probably going to be some kind of single or, like, random chance buff, or Like something that will assist us in desperate circumstances, I would imagine. Let's see. I could have just used the, my people need me to get across here, but I enjoy crossing this lake. Very serene, very beautiful. Angel says you'll accidentally find out sometime. Nice, nice. Looking forward to it. One more? Yep, there we go. And now that we've got the blessing, now I will feed, our last fragile badge to Divine. Assuming that doesn't screw us over and revoke the blessing. I wouldn't think it would, though. Let's see, does the blessing also appear somewhere in our inventory? I don't think so. No. It's interesting. Oof, okay. Been a while since we've been in these crypts, huh? Ever since the Mourner quest line. Up we go. Okay. I love that the designs of these statues are slightly different in every regard. Or, not every regard, sorry, every zone. The soul statues are just a little visually distinct in every area. Even though the very small ones, I think, that look kind of like great worms or annelids, have a common design and show up everywhere. The larger ones are unique. Angel says you don't need it to progress the game, it's a utility thing. Right on. Utility things have been extremely helpful to us so far. Okay. Now it's time for Brady to bust out a series of badges he's never used before in order to learn and hopefully burn this boss down. Now, we need Grimchild, unfortunately. And what I've been told, or rather what, a YouTube user named Epitome, not Epitome, Epitome, like, two separate words, suggested was the following combination of badges. Flute Nest, to transform our basic, ranged projectile spell into, a horde of little baby flukelings that deal pretty solid damage on connection. The Quick Slash, to help us attack more vigorously. Hold on just a moment. Sorry.
You know, as much as I like Bayonetta, I still find Devil May Cry far superior to it.
And yes, that's the last one. Angel, thank you. Shaman Stone. And yes, F, do you prefer all of the DMCs to the Bayonetta games, or?
No, just majority. I would say, like, Bayonetta is better than the worst DMC, but DMC in general is better than Bayonetta, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I
feel
got
like
you.
Bayonetta maybe has been, like, with its, like, portrayal of the characters and theme and everything has been more curated towards Eastern audience.
Yeah, that's fair.
While, I mean, it's just not a thing for me, you know? It's not necessarily bad, but it's just not my thing.
No, I gotcha. It also plays very differently. I feel like Bayonetta as a whole is more demanding than DMC is, like, just to get through, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it requires you to learn a little bit more, and, like, dodge a bit more.
Angel asks, I believe asks you, did you play Dante's Inferno?
To the person whose name escapes me, Seth, hi. Seth or Martina, however you want to. I have not played Dante's Inferno.
It was like
Would
a
you
God of
recommend it?
War like from the late 2000s. That, for what it is, it was clearly made on a kind of middle of the road budget by a big name studio. Was pretty good, I think. I tend to have a fonder appreciation of like the God of War likes than a lot of people do. I think a lot of those games have aged better than one would think. Like Castlevania Lords of Shadow was absolutely amazing, and it was derided at launch
okay.
for.
Okay, then I definitely have to pick it up and stream it at some point. That sounds like it's right up my alley.
Oh, and Angel, if you're interested, please go follow Seth. She streams with far greater quality of both like presentation and tech than I do, fairly regularly. Tuesdays and Thursdays in usually the mid to late evening CET.
Wait, Thursdays and
I said-
Tuesdays? That's actually how you say it?
I said Thursdays or Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think. Didn't I? Regardless.
Yeah, but is that how you say like plural of Tuesday and
Yes.
Thursday?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Okay. Now we're still gonna have to do a lot of learning here. The strategy I found makes this easier, not easy. But it basically is going to amount to blasting this bastard in the face with a spell every single opportunity we get, and oddly enough, just walking away from most of his attacks. This is gonna take a lot of learning, so expect a lot of attempts here, but I'm not about to 111% a game I can get 112% completion out of. That's just not happening.
You know, as an engineer, that 110 or 12 or whatever the fuck percent really bugs me.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's like, you know, my all, like my skin is crawling. Is that how you say
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Oh, almost. There we go.
I think that Hollow Knight has been the first ever game that I bought collector's edition of.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah,
too
I was
too
so
late.
impressed by the game and by its design. I really wanted to get the art book and everything that comes with it, so yeah.
Oh, damn it. You've got the idea, though. Angel says this is not the hardest part, 112. Close, but not it. Oh, I know. I know it gets worse. So we were able to land at least one or two hits of the Abyss Shriek there, which is what we want to do. It drains not quite a tenth of his health every time. But now the difficulty is going to be building soul while we get ready for this. Oh, I'm not going to lie, I hate this fight. The original, I think, was one of the best fights in the game, but this... Nope.
I mean, not gonna lie, it looks quite fun. But that's because I'm watching you suffer. Yeah.
Right.
I have bought Hollow Knight like 10 times out of principle, family and friends. It's so good. Oh, I have done that with Dead Cells.
Oh, really?
And actually Hollow Knight as well. Yeah, I have it on PC and on Switch. Like the collector's edition is on the Switch, and I bought it for a couple of friends as well. And also I basically forced my ex-boyfriend to play it. So yeah, I was really impressed by this game.
I bought it all of twice. Once it was on sale digitally, but then I decided, I probably want a physical copy of this. And so that is what I got. Oh, God.
Nightmare King. Grim.
Oh, God, it's learning the telegraph for that that's given me hell. Ah! Yeah, this is kind of why I hate it. There's no real consistent opportunity. I'll be honest, there's no opportunities to heal. It deals double damage, it's faster, it has more health. There's nothing to offset the general increase to the boss's abilities, it is just better than the original and than you in every way. And I'm not, as somebody who's played a ton of Souls-likes, I'm not sure I like that. Oh god. Ugh. Bullet hell? Okay.
I mean, aren't you used to bullet hells from Neon Abyss?
No, not really.
Oh yeah, in Neon Abyss, you're the one that causes bullet hell.
Angel says Nightmare King Grim has something the normal Grim doesn't. He does pufferfish bullet hell attack when he reaches 75, 50, and 25% HP. He's one of the few bosses in game with a natural indication of the current HP. Yeah, I've heard that. That is really interesting. They also say Dead Cells is worth it too. It is. It's a really fun game. Perfect for killing like an evening in.
Dead Cells, Hades, Hollow Knight, I think those 3 games are like the games that I bought multiple copies of. Well, and Skyrim as well, but I was kind of forced to do that, so I don't count it.
Forced?
Yeah, because I wanted to use some mods, so I had to buy like the newer edition, and then because I bought the newer edition, I kind of got the older edition as well with it. Then I wanted to play it on the Switch because I was out of town for a while, and yeah.
Yeah, this is challenging, but I will say it's not unlike just about everything else I've done in the game so far, which is, I want to say everything but God, Home, and the final bosses. It's not very fun. Had a great time with the original, and I do see what people were upset about in regards to the DLC, with many of them just adding harder versions of content that was already physically present, like, in the game. Like, this is the one boss from this DLC, you just have to fight it twice. Didn't really like it when Sekiro did that. It felt kind of cheap from a design perspective. This does too. Like, okay, what's the best way to explain this? It cheapens the feeling of victory one gets from the first encounter by telling the player almost immediately thereafterwards, now do it again. At least with the dream bosses in the main game, with one exception, you're probably not going to fight them for a good while after you fight the originals. Not saying they're great, they're not, if not super difficult. But they're inoffensive. This is bad. And yeah, I will say this is one area where, surprise, surprise, Seth, my opinion is in the very scant minority. A lot of people argue this is the best fight in the game.
I mean, sometimes I feel like you're doing it on purpose.
I'm really not. It's just that my tastes tend to be really divergent in certain ways.
Yeah, but to be fair, sometimes you really are right. Like, when you say that Devil May Cry 2, Dark Souls 2 is not as bad as people, you know,
right,
are saying it is. Like, I'm currently doing it on my stream, and I find it much more fun than Dark Souls 1.
Angel says 20XX gets a good bit of my time too. Yeah, I've heard really good things about that, and the sequel. And Hollow Knight was a complete game before the DLC. This is the icing on the icing. And this is just like everything else in life, it's only hard till it's not. Well, yes,
wow.
But how best to explain this? I personally really like the feeling that I've grown and become more competent with a game throughout my time with the entire game. I understand some people really like a microcosm of that within individual fights, like the whole experience of having to train and all that, right?
Yeah.
Generally, I don't. And hey, if this were the only fight in the entire game that was like this, I wouldn't have an issue with it at all. Every game's entitled to throw some kind of bullshit mechanically broken super boss at you. But across Hollow Knight's DLC, they do this no fewer than, I want to say, 4 times? And that was in addition to everything that was already present in the game and ideally balanced for it at launch. So, yeah, the big complaint a lot of people had with the DLC was that they presented a lot of content for extremely hardcore players just interested in challenge. And going into the DLCs, I thought, oh, well, that's a bit hyperbolic, isn't it? And the answer is yes, kind of. Like, the Hive expansion added with Lifeblood was perfectly tuned for most players to access, enjoy, and get some use out of.
Yo, Schnaufy!
Hey, Schnaufy, hope you're doing well, man. Thank you so much for joining us. The additional dream bosses added in the first expansion were honestly really well made, I thought.
Angel says if you get your 9th mask, it gives you an extra hit before you die, since he does 2 damage with every attack.
I know. Hey, Schnaufy, yeah, good evening. Welcome to one of the last things we'll be doing in Hollow Knight on stream anyway. After this, we've got the final Colosseum challenge, the final bosses, and then a little bit of Godhome. Whatever we can fit into today's stream. Ah, god damn it.
I still, like, gotta repeat myself. I really love the design of the DLC.
Me too.
It's like creepy and beautiful at the same time, just the aesthetic that I love.
Oh, God. Easy. What? Alright, fine. Schnaufy says, nice. I've seen Hollow Knight from another streamer completing it. Looks very hard. It's not, really. Most of the game, yeah, has a perfectly solid difficulty curve. And if you're used to, like, Metroidvanias, like a lot of the games I grew up with, you know, games that are similar in their conceit, it's really not that bad. It's easier than a whole lot of things we played on stream recently. At least in my experience, of course. Your own experience may vary. But this shit is ridiculous.
Angel says, have either of you seen Crowstorm? It's like
Hollow
Knight, but with DMC elements thrown in, probably right in your wheelhouse. For which platform?
It is the subject of a successful Kickstarter. It's the one I told you about earlier that's like a Victorian Metroidvania that takes a lot of inspiration from Hollow Knight.
Yes!
Oh, fuck.
Yes. On Steam. Will launch. Stretch goal for a Nintendo Switch release. Did they achieve the stretch goal?
I don't know.
Oh wow, it looks absolutely beautiful.
Doesn't it though? Oh, fuck.
Oh, I'm definitely getting it. But planned release dates to be discussed. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get it when it comes out. Bloodstained was okay, didn't live up to its hype. I bought it for the Switch and I regret it. I love the game, but there are some areas that the FPS drop is so big that you cannot play it. Like that, what was it called? Dragon Tower or something like that, where you have to keep climbing up. like it consistently falls down to like 2 FPS, and you just cannot even jump on the platforms because like the entire game freezes. I'm not sure if they fixed it in the meantime. I think I played it maybe a year ago or so on the Switch.
Oh, fuck! Yeah, I have a copy of Bloodstain that came in the post for PS5, or PS4, listen to me, just a few days ago. Looking forward to streaming it. I've heard some good things, I've heard some bad things. I really liked the Castlevania games, the Igavania games that I played when I was younger, so...
Oh yeah.
I have
Like,
high hopes.
to be fair, yeah, the story, I don't know, I did not like it. I mean, I'm a murder hobo, not a lore master, so yeah, I didn't like the story that much, but gameplay-wise, it's pretty fun.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, shit!
Or Schnauf, if you have a DS or 3DS, get the Castlevania games.
Well worth it.
Yeah. That actually reminds me that I need to find them on eBay and buy them. That also reminds me that I'm so much in debt that I should not buy video games. Being an adult sucks.
Yeah, Angel says Hollow Knight, Axiom Verge, or Ori and the Blind Forest. Yeah, they're all really good choices. Stuffy says I liked it a lot, probably came just in time as I got bored of AAA blockbusters. Oh, I feel that. I feel that. Also, just if it gives you any indication as to how difficult this fight is designed to be, I'm using an optimized strategy I found, and we've only gotten him down to 75% health twice.
Eat food.
Yeah, this is not...
Computer.
Exactly. Like... And the reward you get for beating this guy, frankly, it's a little helpful, but it's not much at all.
The reward is bragging rights.
Right. And trust me, you know the internet, people brag. Like, fucking mad.
Oh, I defeated this boss by having both hands strapped behind
Yes.
my back and also a big dildo in my butthole.
There's a lot of that surrounding discussions of this guy I've seen in, like, comment sections and the like. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
like,
that guy's everywhere. I have no idea how he writes the comments considering his hands are tied.
right! Well, he's just better than the keyboard, you see. You need to get...
Yeah.
No, he's writing it on a keyboard from, like, a Macintosh from the mid-90s. Like, you don't need a better keyboard, you just need to get gooder at typing.
Yeah, get gooder. Get Gouda.
Oh, really?
Oh, Pep and Poppy are sharing the meal.
Aw.
They're sitting next to each other and eating from the same bowl. That's so cute.
What?
And Poppy's looking at me like, Mother, why do I have to eat from the same bowl as this peasant? Hey, Eclipse!
Hey, welcome. No, so Eclipse, for reference, we are trying a strategy I found online that's supposed to allow you to completely break this fight, and we've gotten him down to 75% twice. Shelfie says Axiom Verge looks very fun. It is. I played a little bit of it at a friend's house not long after it released, and it was a lot of fun. Angel says the reward is satisfaction, and the music is ongoing reward. Yeah, the visuals, the aesthetics of the fight are really nice. I just,
I wonder if there's a vinyl record of this game's music.
It's by
Because I would
Christopher
totally buy it.
Larkin, so you could search for him. Ah, fuck.
I have not played Axiom Verge. I
Really?
should. Yeah.
Pretty good stuff from what I remember. Ah, fuck! Go away, go away, go
My
away.
Steam list froze, says Schnalfi. Yeah, like, if I can choose, I'm always going for the Switch releases, because I just like having them on my shelf, it looks so nice.
Right.
Hunt Down? What is Hunt Down?
That might sound familiar. Ah! Ah!
Oh, I saw it. It's
Ah!
on the Steam homepage.
God. Angel says Schnauf, or 2 Schnaufy sequels coming out this year. Still enough time to play it and get excited. Yeah, and there's a lot to it, if I recall. Huntdown's released today? Alright.
Oh, I can't wait for Silk Song though.
Neither can I.
Been too long.
Fingers crossed there won't be any bullshit like this in it. Oh, you know there will be.
Fingers crossed there will be more bullshit like this.
Seth? Is this something you would do on your own file?
Probably not. I just enjoy watching you suffer, that's it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's why I'm
You're not
here.
doing spot for death, so, you know, at least I need to find some entertainment.
Right,
with it.
right.
Ah, Eclipses, you can do it! He believes.
Thank you very much. The strategy I learned is helping, to be certain. Our nail damage is significantly lower than normal to work this strategy, but we're dealing way more magic damage. Ah. Come on. Ah! Music says, is there any way you could turn the music down a tad bit much? It's good, but a tad overpowering. Okay, yeah, sure. There we go. Hold on. No. There we go. We'll try that. Let us know if this helps. Angel says, oh, that looks good. Somehow that slipped by me. I put a lot of time into Broforce when it came out. Oh, yeah, Broforce is great.
Oh my god. My friend and I tried playing Broforce, but we could not play it. We could not figure out how to play it together, so we both refunded it. Oh, we're idiots.
It's absolute madness, but a lot of fun for something you can pick up and play. Alright. Oh, shit! My least favorite thing about the fight, he can juggle you with phenomenal ease. At least the thorns are relatively easy to dodge when you stay on the floor the entire time. One, two, three. Fuck! Okay, okay. Something gives me the sense that this is the kind of... Eclipse asks, so what's the cheese? Well, one of the charms I'm using actually isn't that effective, so I feel like I might want to swap it out for something that'll make our sword strikes a little bit stronger again. But basically, we've got a setup that allows us to make our spells 50% more powerful, drain soul faster by attacking quickly, and...
Oh my god. Angel just basically, ripped you a new one.
Oh, I know. It's not the first time during Hollow Knight playthroughs people have. And the thing is, I love the game, I just hate this one particular encounter, that's it.
Yeah, the encounter hates you too, apparently.
Yeah, god. We're learning, though. Kinda, sorta. But anyways, Eclipse, we're waiting for the one attack we can punish reliably to let loose one of the Abyss Shrieks and just devastate his health bar like so. That God fucking damn it. That takes not quite 10% of his health.
Well, that's basically how we do it in Dark Souls as well, right? I mean, basically you're dancing around until you can exploit that one attack.
Usually it's... Yeah, you find the openings to exploit and then go for it,
yeah.
But usually there's more than one.
Yeah.
And it's that time again. Ah!
Oh my god, Snow. He wrote to Angel, no backseat gaming. to the, yeah, move correctly, do not die.
Eclipse says, you need about 10 Abyss Shrieks, including all of the other attacks. More than that, yeah, but approximately that's correct. That's correct. Hold on, though. One of these just isn't working. The Fluke Nest, not super helpful. So what we're going to do instead is... I think we'll take Unbreakable Strength again, because I am at a point now where I can damage him, even if it's just 1 or 2 hits after every attack. And dealing 32 damage instead of 21 damage with every one of those little swings is actually going to make a big difference, I think. Let's try this.
You must go, your people need you.
Of course. Well, right now, what's left of my sanity needs me. In the meantime, I've been playing Library of Ruina, the sequel to, I think it's called Moon Corporation's Lobotomy Corporation. It's a really popular management game, or the original was a management game, out of South Korea, based on the SCP Foundation, among other, like, sci-fi franchises. And the original was very difficult, but absolutely stellar. The sequel is like a pseudo-turn-based combat game, and is absolutely phenomenal.
I just cannot play any of these management games. Like, it seems that every time I play those games, I just need to do everything perfectly, and if anything is out of order, it really bugs me. And I just don't need that stress in my life. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, shit, that one was on me. But we got it. You saw what we had to do there, no doubt. And that... One thing I do hate is that the Grimchild is taking up 2 of our, slots, our little notches, and not doing anything. Not that, admittedly, it's like 7 to 9 damage right now would help, but it's there. Angel says, Oxygen not included as my nemesis. I'm trying Mr. Prepper, though. Oh. I've heard about Oxygen not included.
I used to, play Oxygen not included like crazy, and what I used to do is play that and binge watch Game Grumps, and that was like my thing to do for like a month and a half non-stop.
Oh, fuck. He's using the thorns really, really often here. Oh, fuck! Hey, Dre, welcome to watched Relay's video. No, I watched, Epitome's video. and it's helping. It's helping. This still isn't good or terribly enjoyable, but it does seem to be in the realm of possibility for us now. The visuals,
You're
like
gonna get it eventually.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, god damn you! Estimating the distance on his uppercut is just brutal. Because while he's on the ground, the punch itself carries him forward very, very slightly, and then the fireballs fall just barely, to the side of where, like, ideally you would have began your evasion, and where he was when he launched off. Oh god! We didn't even stun him, we sent him straight into this shit. Ah! Angel says, just can't get any traction with oxygen not included. I could sit and play games I don't even like for hours on end, but I just can't get into it. Yeah, and management games can be that way if they're not... If, like, the base conceit isn't terribly interesting to you, because I find a lot of them don't really change things up all that often once you're introduced into the main gameplay loop.
So, I love Oxygen Not Included, but one game that I cannot get into is Cities Skylines or something like that.
Cities Skylines, yeah.
Yeah. And also, not to mention all of the Crusader King games. I just can't.
So this might be really sad for, like, a teacher to admit, but good god, the UI in the Crusaders Kings or Paradox games just boggles my mind. Like, I'm always like, okay, so what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. One,
You can
two,
do it, I
three,
believe.
4. Oh god, he mad.
Big mad.
Well, it's okay, I don't particularly care. He's put me through something. At the very least, he doesn't learn any new attacks for the duration of the fight, so this is it. Oh no. Oh, fuck. Here we go again. Oh, walked right into that one. Well, the Nightmare Heart is displeased with us. God damn it!
Oh yeah! I didn't want to make a single sound.
Get fucked!
Good job.
Oh god. Sorry, give me a minute. Oh.
Staying, because I'm had a long day and I'm really tired. But nailed it!
Thank you, Eclipse. Welcome to voice chat. Oh, good God. Okay, hold on. Let me wipe off my hands. How in the hell did we do that? From not being able to get it to half health to just burning it down.
You just got enlightened. There was
You
a
were dodging
spotlight
it really
above you.
well.
Thank you. And I was following specific tells as suggested by, hold on, Epitome, the YouTuber. I'm going to go ahead and link his video in chat right now because, you know, feel like I ought to give credit for my victory to the source whence I derived my strategy. Angel says, I told you it's only hard till it's not. Not wrong.
It's absolutely correct in a lot of games and also with a lot of my exes.
Ray says once you get into the groove, it's really not too bad. The one saving grace, if there can be said that there is one, and I'm still of the mind that this fight is not particularly good. Like, I don't think it's, aside from its excellent aesthetic presentation, a superior fight in terms of design and player experience to the first. I will say, the one saving grace is, like most Hollow Knight bosses, he only had a handful of attacks. So, if you could learn a successful...
If you start getting more and more, it'd be nuts.
Yeah, but many bosses in this game, if you guys have noticed, don't really have phases.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a beatdown. And, Divine's still around, but Grim and the Troop are gone. Like, that's it.
Nice!
No real strong narrative thrust, they're just gone.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
But we have our most powerful variant of the Grim Child with us now, which is honestly really nice. Now let's remove these badges and never speak of this again.
I'm going to slip back in the chat. I will talk to you
Alright, thank you though, Eclipse. Thank you so much for joining us.
I just wanted to jump in and say nailed it because that fight was a pain.
I appreciate it, man.
Nailed it.
Angel says maybe the truth will be better explained in Silksong? Maybe.
Yeah.
As long as I don't have to fight that again, I think I'm good.
Well, they kind of seem like a satanistic cult, to be honest, and I like it.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what they are. Grim is essentially Beelzebub. And, what do we want to equip now? I'm thinking... Long Nail, maybe? Yeah, let's go try the Colosseum with all of these little tchotchkes equipped.
I hate that word.
You don't like tchotchkes?
No, like, I never heard that word until a couple of days ago, and now I keep hearing it in so many weird places. Freaking tchotchkes.
Hey, thank mediocre creepypasta for that.
Speaking of creepypasta, this weekend you'll be able to enjoy our first reading of creepypastas over on the Overanalysts channel on YouTube, which I'm going to link in just a second.
Thank you so much. Eclipse says Beelzebub, say his name 3 times. Oh wait, that's Buggle Juice.
Buggle Juice. Beetlebug.
The Beetles are bugs.
Kind of like...
Eclipse says, I'm so excited for that series. We did our first recording today, and totally inadvertently, both of the stories centered around toilets, so look forward to that. And no, Invader Gray says I did get Salubra's blessing. We did, I just didn't see exactly what it did. I could hear her, though. Now, in its final form, the Grim Child is actually pretty formidable. Wait, we're not climbing the Tower of Love? Never mind, we've already done that. It deals somewhere just north of 10 damage by default, and that ain't half bad. Cliff says, you know what I've never found? A generic creepypasta based around a dragon. Maybe I should fill that niche. Ooh, or for one of our next episodes, we could go dumpster diving for Skyrim creepypasta.
Oh yeah! Let's Fusrada the pasta into the toilet.
imagine having to use that language to describe something to your doctor. Like, I don't know what happened. We were sitting at home one evening, and the next thing you know, bam! My colon was fusro-dawing my dinner into the toilet, and...
Yeah, that's basically every time after Mexican dinner.
No, I think we've had this discussion before because this is the level of commentary that people expect from a stream team like ours. But, like, never once have I or anybody I've known had any issues with, like, Mexican food, Indian food, anything like that. I think what a lot of it boils down to is the preparation. If you eat food that's absolutely coated in grease or oils or things like that, and not, like, you know, relatively restrained in its application of such substances, that can cause some people some issues, but...
I mean, I don't have, like, any issues with spicy food or Mexican food in general, but give me a little bit of ice cream and my butt turns into a rocket engine.
Are you lactose intolerant?
Yeah.
That's right. Well, it would then.
Yeah, but it was weird, like, I became, like, maybe a year or two ago. Before that, I could eat everything and anything, and now my body's kind of like, nah, you know what? Everything you enjoy, gone!
Mm-hmm. Angel says, I was in the USA in the 80s and again in the 90s. I miss Mexican food. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been one of my real comforts during the pandemic, like ordering out, or ordering in Mexican takeout. Obviously, a lot of what you get in the continental states is not like what would be called authentic Mexican food, but it is like Tex-Mex food. So food, derived from recipes created by, like, border communities both in the US and in Mexico.
Right.
And there are a lot of authentic dishes on Tex-Mex, like, restaurant menus, of course. There's a restaurant near me that unfortunately does not do delivery, otherwise I would be ordering their food every single week. Very cheap and run by the sweetest family that specializes in Salvadoran cuisine. Specifically the pupusa.
Oh, wow.
The pupusa is
I've never tried that.
It is a, like, stuffed, like, flatbread, essentially. Like, a flour flatbread. At least this restaurant typically makes them with, like, I believe pork, like, a really strong, like, thick white cheese, like, a refried bean mix, or, like, salad. Really, really good. Angel says there's a good Mexican place in Amsterdam. Really?
I was supposed to go to Amsterdam during Christmas last year, but, you know, Rona.
Eclipse says, also remember we were talking about watching gaming channels who try to put square pegs in round holes? Ah, yes. Am I the guy who tries to put the round peg in the round hole using chopsticks and my toes? Yeah, a no hands run. You ought to try what that Mario 64 runner did and do, like, a feet-only run of Dark Souls. And yes, somebody has beaten Mario 64 only using their feet. It's amazing. Dre says, same, doesn't stop me from eating cheese, though. As long as you use your lactose pills, man.
I don't, and I remember last time I wanted to eat a lot of ice cream, and my ex at the time was like, you know that you're lactose intolerant, right? Remember that? And I'm like, yeah, but that's, like, your problem, not mine.
Schnaufi says, imagine to be allergic to alcohol. Ooh. Gotta be pretty rough, I imagine.
In Germany, yes.
Man, if I visit Germany, I'm gonna have a hell of a time, aren't I?
Oh, yeah.
Given that I don't drink.
Radla, though.
Angel says, blindfold punch-out Dark Souls hitless with a Guitar Hero controller. Oh my god, do it.
Don't give him ideas, he's gonna do it.
No, but Eclipse is so good at his challenge runs and they're so entertaining. Alright, Grimchild, you better carry me through those, crazy fraught platforming sections. Or not, or we could just suck. We could do that instead. Totally up to you. Okay, Pimp Guard DX. Easy. I thought it was easy. Even though this is much easier than what we've just come through, we can't get sloppy. Or too sloppy, I should say. Oh, butt bug.
Angel says blindfold punch out, Dark Soul hitless with a Guitar Hero controller. People do some crazy stuff. Those are done. I think someone beat Cuphead with a dance pad.
Oh, wow. That sounds amazing. I know people have done Dark Souls with a Guitar Hero controller. Didn't know somebody managed a hitless run, though. That's amazing. Alright, it's the bats. Grimchild is super helpful here, actually.
Naofi says, Happy Hop played Dark Souls with an actual electric guitar. Wow.
Oh,
okay.
it was him, the guy who did, or is still attempting to do, I think he did it, though. A hitless run of the entire Soulsborne franchise, restarting from, like, the first game if he takes a hit. Which, by the way, Seth, I don't know if I've told you, but that is something people actually did, or that one guy actually did.
Nice.
Like Sekiro, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, and the Dark Souls trilogy. See, I think that's
Angel
incredible.
Angel says Sinister 1 did the blindfold punch out live in a marathon. Even Tyson.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Wow.
Well, I guess Punch-Out is so much about like patterns that if you just learned the game inside and out, you could react to everything each round throws at you. Just like out of muscle memory and the like.
Yeah, Schnaufi says, yeah, the God Run, it's insane.
Oh god, butt bug. Bane of my existence. Oh, it's the advanced Mantii. I really like these guys, honestly. Mantis units in general have a great design.
Angel says there's some RNG involved. You can do it perfectly and still fail.
Ooh, nasty. It's like speedrunning then. Have you ever tried speedrunning anything, Seth?
Nope.
Oh wait, up next
Honestly,
are the...
at some point, when I feel any game is a grind, I stop playing because I feel there's so many good games out there that, you know, I don't want to focus on just one to do it perfectly, but yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Schnaufi says, I wonder how much fun you can have with these games when you grind them for thousands of hours. Well, I think beyond a certain point for a lot of speedrunners listening to them talk, it becomes less about the game since you're really tackling it from a really mechanical level, right? Like, you're not playing the game, in many cases, exactly as intended. You're trying to be as efficient as possible and not as thorough as possible. For a lot of people, it becomes more about just seeing if, like, working out if they can top their personal best, or, in many cases, first and foremost, it's about interacting with chat and other runners in the community and, like, participating in, like, a really passionate, niche, like, activity like that, I think. That's why you've seen an explosion of speedrunning with the advent of streaming. It was pretty popular before then, but now it's, like, just ubiquitous. Eclipse says, okay, so Guitar Hero controller trying to play with my feet. Also, internet flip for a sec, I'm back. Welcome back. And Angel says, I tried speedrunning Dark Souls, but it sucked all the fun out of it. Right? Like, if I play a game, I am what I would call a soft completionist. I won't do anything that's going to cause me to rip my hair out, hence why we may not see the Pantheon of Hallownest completed on stream. Maybe, maybe not. But I like to see everything the game has to offer me.
Yeah, I'm stubborn by that too. Hi.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. The thing that I like is, like, I wanna see what everything that the game has to offer, because I know how much effort has went into that by the game developers and designers, and it feels like, you know what? I'm pretty sure there was this one guy that was like, oh my god, I can't wait for the players to see this one part that I made, and it would be kind of sad if they never got to.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
For me, it was kind of weird. Because Dark Souls 3 was going to be the last Dark Souls, I knew that. And I knew it was the first ever game I streamed, actually. Well, no, it wasn't. It was the one that was going to get me into streaming, and then crap happened, so whatever.
Right.
Anyway, so I went, and it was the reason I built my own computer. But what I wanted to A, capture the original like essence of like my first ever Dark Souls playthrough,
Right.
like how hard it would be, without, and kind of like, I was basically like balancing against my own like knowledge and previous skill.
I gotcha.
But what I also kind of like is, I like the fact that it's kind of like, if it's a slog in lore, I like the fact that it's a slog for me to actually play.
I gotcha. It feels more integrative in that regard. Oh, yikes, yikes, yikes.
Yeah, I'm not just like ripping through something that's meant to be like, meant to have stocked like thousands.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I
Angel
didn't
says,
know
I just
that.
like hitting stuff, kill everything.
Yes. Ah, found the word of it. Now, I didn't realise that Dark Souls 3 was probably the hardest for me to actually do this with because of how quick it is.
Oh, yeah.
But that also makes it kind of interesting.
Oh god, it begins. It's this round.
You can do this.
With the Grimchild, I do believe I can. If only I
I love
could...
the Grimchild this time.
Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous.
It reminds me of my D&D character.
Okay, butt bugs. Do what you were bred for, Grimchild. Kill for us.
Kill. Do they get hit or does it just phase through them?
Oh, it just phases through them. They are just like a little satellite.
Okay. So they can't like tank anything for you.
Unfortunately, no. Oh, fuck. Not against these guys. I'm not going out like that.
I thought I was actually watching you in the meantime.
Ah! Angel asks, do you know about the Pokemon meme battle? No, I don't. Oh, I hate that so much. I hate those two phases so much because guess what? They take away your ability to heal and to direct most of your attacks. Like, my
Yeah.
charge attacks, if I attempt to move off the wall and fire one off, there's a very good chance it will end up, regardless of where I'm pointing, swinging straight into the wall instead.
Discord, if you would stop being a butt, please.
Angel says, no nail, no spells, only summon charms. You versus the Collector. Oh! Oh, that sounds charming. With his little jars, yeah.
That sounds charming,
Oh,
really.
give me a minute, guys. Have to take care of some blood glucose stuff. Just 1 minute. Oh, dear.
That's fair. Oh. Okay, I can see now.
He's not doing any blood sugar thingy. He's basically doing drugs but doesn't want to tell us.
Yeah. The beeping's a call from his dealer.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's the secret code. They're using Morse to communicate.
No, the secret is he's got a pager in 2021.
Angel says, I'm probably in the wild minority here, but any KSP fans, I have some 3,000 hours. It was my main game for years. What is KSP?
I have never heard of that anagram.
Acronym.
Acronym. Thank you. Oh.
Yeah, no worries. Let me teach you English.
Alright, and we're back.
Kerbal Space Program. Oh, I have a friend who's obsessed with that game. I personally never got into it.
I've never played it. Now that you've said the full name, I've heard of it, I've never played it.
Yeah, it was like really popular on YouTube ages and ages ago. Like as a Let's Play game. It's like really physics intensive, I think.
Yeah.
Closest thing to that I've played is From the Depths, the like futuristic fleet creation, management, and combat simulator. Oh, damn it. I am careless. I'm taking way too many hits, but... 4, really? Alright.
Like, I feel like if there was just one platform on that stage, it was so much easier, but there's just not.
I think
Yeah.
if we want to do that reliably, we're going to have to use the same spell I used to whittle Grim down, the, like, Abyss Shriek. The up and A.
Ah.
Because we can fire those off midair, as I'm pretty sure we, of course, saw during the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And they deal enough damage unbuffed by, like, that other badge to finish off just about anything in the Colosseum in one go.
Nice.
Now, that round's always easy. Whoop. Time to get the hell out of Dodge. And after everything we've been through, this time I promise you the final boss actually will be really, really easy.
You'll be nothing.
Well, the only real challenge, the god itself, has, like, just over a third of Grim's health, and the Tamer has less than that.
Ah.
Also, they're constantly physically present, unlike him.
Famous last words.
I mean,
sure it'll be fine.
yeah, it's the last thing we're going to do before the end game, and then however much of Godhome we can explore. Grimchild won't be helpful more or less anywhere else, but given how frail a lot of the flying enemies here are, I figured it would be a real boon, and it has been so far.
Angel says, take it you weren't a fan of Soul Tyrant.
I honestly didn't mind that fight at all. That was the upgraded Soul Master, for those of you who were with us on stream.
Yeah, I don't think that fight was too bad.
No, not at all.
Took you a few attempts, but like...
Perfectly fair. Because I honestly thought the original, for like something that's supposed to be big and climactic, was really easy.
Yeah.
A fun fight, but really easy. And unlike a lot of people who, like, would offer commentaries on games like this online anymore, I don't think there's a problem with something not being difficult as long as it fulfills some other gameplay function, hence why I liked the fight. I don't think it not being super difficult for me is a mark against it.
Yeah, like, I don't mind an easy fight if it's like lore-based or like it's meant to like want you to pity for a boss or something, or want you to feel like you're out of that boss's league and you're supposed to be.
Or if it's just fulfilling in some way, shape, or form. If it feels good, you know what I mean?
Even if it's just like Volt, is it?
Vord, yeah.
Vort? No. The little dude, Vort, the little dude who is useless in this game.
Oh, Zote. Yeah.
Zort, yes, I get him and Vort mixed up somehow. Is like a complete and utter joke of a fight, but it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And that's all it has to be. Just, if you want to go funny, just make the fight funny.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And they did give him a proper boss battle in one of the DLC, and while it's not super hard either, it's a lot of fun. His moveset actually takes some learning because it's so, unorthodox.
Yes. Run forward and flail your sword, that'll work.
In the dream fight, I assume he's only able to deal damage outside of it, well, being a fantasy, because he's so large.
Probably, yeah.
This is the only time in the entire game these bugs show up, the Volt Masters.
Like, because if you two were equal size, roughly, all you would do was parry his sword and run him through.
Yep.
Or his nail. No. Because I think half the time he's not even really looking at you, he's just running forward going with his head up in the air.
Yeah. He's using it, unsurprisingly, as someone who is completely untrained might.
Yeah, just with a lot less spinning.
Oh wow, Brooding Moloch with no hits. That's pretty good.
Nah.
Dre says, I still love that Zote's stupid little nail is literally a toy. It's made of shell wood, so it's a wooden toy sword. Oh. I did not know that. That's really cool. Hence why it literally cannot harm you in the Colosseum. There is no way he can deal damage to us. Okay.
Ah.
Here we go.
Sad but funny, yeah.
Yep. And that's another thing about Gwen, like we're talking about narrative. It's like, yes, the fights. Like, if you don't parry him, the fight can be a nightmare.
Yes.
Everyone's like, oh, because you can parry him, it's too easy. It's like, well, yeah, he's gone mad. If he's gone mad, you're turning his own power against him.
Yeah.
But if you can't do that, he's still a god and he will still repeat it.
But the idea is he's
There's two different types of the fight.
He's a very feeble old man, and you're able to, at that point, literally swat his sword aside, unlike any other opponent in the game, which is really cool narratively.
Yeah. But if you don't have the skill to do that, he will still.
There we go. Oh, now it's time for the Spider Suicide light show. They can damage you, but for the most part, they're just here, I guess, to give you more soul or something if you need it. Or that. Could also do that.
I love that little knight dude.
Oh, yeah, the chubby one throwing, like, the shuriken at us.
Yeah, it kind of feels like what Sigmar would be if he was a bug.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I say shuriken, they're really more like really sharply bladed chakrams or something.
Yeah.
Alright, Volt Master time. Volt Master time does not last long.
Volt Master go down.
One more round of
Volt Master go through.
little battle pets. Collect them all. I also love the design of the chubby little ones. They're near useless to the point of two of them getting speared by the stage traps earlier in the fight, but really cool. Okay, here we go. Oop, oop. Ooh, okay, so it can control its landing zone. That's not good, but the god is dead.
Damn, nice.
Oh, and she gives up, I think, without it. Is that so?
Potentially.
Maybe.
Guess so. Nailed it!
Oh, nailed it! Yeah! Nice!
Oh, that is a lot of cheese.
Well, that was piss easy compared to everything we've been through. Wow. And did we get her entry as well in the journal? Oh yeah, they count as one. Alright. Angel says, Zote definitely believes the things he's saying, though. He's not acting. He believes he's basically a god, so maybe he used to be a better warrior. I don't know how he rationalizes how he's defeated multiple times over the course of the game and still maintains the fantasy, but delusion's a hell of a drug.
Wait. Zote is Hop.
Yeah, really. He is.
Oh my god.
And judging by his voice clips, he's fairly, like, advanced in age. So he's just been sucking for a very, very long time.
A lot of sucking has been done.
Indeed. Okay, so which of these do we not maybe need anymore? We don't need Grimchild. So in its place... Oh, we can't get quick healing, damn it. If we unequip Nailmaster's Glory, which we might want to do, we can get Quick Slash, which will make our regular blows even faster. Thank you, Schnaufy, I appreciate that, man. And with this done, there's nothing left for us to do in the main game, but,
DLC.
yeah, well, no, the final bosses first.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah, that insignificant little thing that we had to do at the end of the game.
Granted, at this point, at least one of them is gonna be insignificant by everything I've heard. Apparently, there's two bosses in our, like, final mission chain. One of them is pretty easy to learn, and the other one is kinda tricky. Nothing we can't handle. At least one of them has been telegraphed extensively throughout the entire game. Angel says the ages of bugs are very mysterious. There's evidence to suggest that Elderbug is one of the younger NPCs, if not the middle of the range. Really?
Wow, okay.
Oh, Pimp Guards, I'll miss you most of all. Seriously, one of the best walk cycles for just a generic enemy I think I've ever seen in a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when they would take, like, 4 strikes to kill?
Yeah. Like, you've really come along.
I know, and I love that feeling in games like this, that we actually have grown and become not just more powerful, but as players, better at the game over the course of our adventure. That last bit's kind of debatable in my case, but...
Oh no, I definitely think you've gotten better.
Well, thank you. Oh, and take care, Schnaufy. Good night. Thank you so much for joining
Hi,
us.
Schnaufy.
Bye, Schnaufy.
Do you guys
you have a
know
good
when
day
New
tomorrow.
Moon is?
No, I don't. Hold on.
Oh, God damn it. I'll go Google it.
No, it's alright. New moon. The new
May
moon.
11th. Oh, was 2 days ago. Too bad.
Oh.
Oh no. Yeah, May 11th.
Pretty sure the moon's still fresh.
Yeah, it's still not the same thing. I need the new moon.
I know. Give me 1 second. I think my phone just went off again. Sorry. Let's see. Oh, there's Salubra, giving us some extra soul or something, maybe?
You look so happy.
Aww. Oh no, Beppo.
Well, that sure did do a thing. Dre says, yup, she fills your soul. Oh, perfect! So every bench now gives us full HP and full soul.
Nice.
Nice.
It's handy. So we're heading all the way back up to the Temple of the Black Egg. Where we could put this all to a decent end. Angel says it constantly makes that noise. Well, of course, of course. Angel says you might not feel it now, but you will. I am sure. That's why I'm glad that Godhome has a lot of hot springs. I mean, benches too, but you've got the option. Whoop.
Between a hot spring and a bench, I don't think there's any contest.
No, 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 no. It's a shame that mechanically now the bench is more useful, though.
Yeah. They're like, you thought you had a choice. No.
Oh no, you don't. Not this time. Eh. Those things have blown us up far, far, far too many times. And yeah, this doesn't look climactic at all, eh?
No, not at all.
Is there a bench in
It's
here
definitely
for
a
us?
screaming giant boss fight.
Or wait, no. The Dirtmouth bench is going to serve it as it for this purpose, which is great. Make us go visit our friends one more time. Angel asks, you got a place on your Discord to dump pictures of my cat? Always looking for an excuse. Oh yeah, sure. We have several channels which would be
photography?
appropriate for.
Oh yeah,
No,
definitely.
pets. There's a pets channel.
That's right, there is. Thank you for linking that, Seth.
I'm useful, I'm useful.
We'll take care of this later. If we complete the final bosses, we should respawn in Dirtmouth with their info in our journal and able to go about our business. So that's whence we will travel to Godhome. But this is it. This is the last boss outside of Godhome, I believe. No, outside of Godhome, and then the special Dung Defender fight, which we have to go discover. But that'll be a nice cooldown after all this.
Yeah, you're keeping the best for last, the Dung Defender.
Well, man, I loved that first fight against him.
The shit savior.
It's so weird. Yeah.
The path is open. One way or another, an end awaits inside. I won't be joining you in this. That space is built to sustain your likes. Its bindings would drain me were I to join. Don't be surprised. I'll not risk my own life in your attempt, though if the moment presents, I'll aid as I'm able. Thank you, Hornet. In we go! So, what's our first boss gonna be? Any guesses? Eclipse, do you...
I'm drawing a blank. Probably the night dude you keep meeting.
Quirrell? The one with the... like the Solaire kind of XP?
I think so.
He
Or maybe
is
getting him-
dead by all accounts.
I might be getting him. I think I'm getting him mixed up with the Knight in Bluefire.
Oh yeah, that's right, the Fire Guard. Vessel, though bound, you shall know the state of the world. Hallownest will be whole again. Completion percentage viewable in inventory. Oh, that's nice. So far we've completed 106% of the game. There's still six more.
6 more.
Again, the engineer in me is crying right now.
Yeah.
Seth, we completed it, and then we completed a little more.
Yeah.
We completed
Completed it and
6%.
added on a spoiler.
We completed 6% of the next game already.
You overcompleted it.
No, so it's the Hollow Knight. This is our first boss.
Oh, I love this fight.
I love the design, too. As we can see, the Hollow Knight's proportions were not exaggerated for the statues. Here it is.
It's a bit like Hornet.
Yeah, it does. Similar mask.
Yep.
Ooh, okay. So it's got a basic 3-hit combo. Ooh, it's got a thrust. It's screaming. Big angry.
Big Angie.
Oh god, I hate the corruption spew attacks. I never can dodge those. Reliably, anyway. Apologies for the really poor play, we're just trying to learn the bastard right now. Ooh!
interesting attack.
Dre says Hollow's head follows you when you're cutting them down. Yeah, it does. It does. Angel says you get one of those percents just for unlocking God Home. You get an item called the God Tuner, but it counts for one. Yeah, the God Tuner that allows us to spawn them. Yeah, and he also spawns like, or parries like Hornet. You're right, Angel. Okay, so charge attacks may not be too wise here given how fast it is. Once it actually... I shouldn't even say fast. It's not necessarily fast, it's that it covers so much distance once it decides to attack.
Yeah.
Oof!
That attack is brutal if you can't get behind him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now it's going to start doing this bullshit. Now it's going to get, like, the crazy jumping stab, I think. Oh! Hornet!
Oh, nice.
Oh, or was I meant to... I was meant to hit it with the Dream Nail, my bad. So we get the second ending instead of the third. We have to do this again, then, to get, like, our desired ending, but that's fine.
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I did not know we had to do that, but no, yeah, that wasn't bad at all after everything we've done.
True.
Visually, it's a very impressive fight. I think the air gets charged with more and more of that, like, corruption mist after every phase.
Yeah. Though I've got to say, the historical accuracy of that fight is not good. Stabbing yourself in the torso is usually not a good strategy.
Trey says the screaming is from the other final boss. You could tell since it's the same scream as the Broken Vessels and Lost Kin. We're right, and it's a female scream, too. The knights can't speak or make any kind of noise at all. So yeah, that's ending number 2. Not great. We did our job, but we're both locked up inside the Temple of the Egg. There's a better way to do this. I did not know you get one friggin' chance at it, and it's right then. I thought if you fulfill certain conditions, you, hold on. I promise we'll go through all of the credits. Unless I'm stuck in them. Oh god, I might be. Fair enough. We'll watch the credits twice today, then. These folks deserve it.
Yeah, what I like, though, is I like when games give you the credits once, and then any subsequent credits you can skip.
Yeah, and maybe they do something like that here. Yeah, Christopher Larkin, the composer, a real MVP, his work on this, and he's not composed for many games before, is absolutely phenomenal.
It's really good.
Yeah, this is a fantastic game. I'm so glad that I was able to experience this with all of you. And I'm so excited, given how much I knew about this game going in, that I'll be able to play through Silksong largely blind. I've seen, like, a couple enemy designs, and I know the name of, like, the one boss they were showing off, but that's it. And I hope to keep it that way.
Good luck.
Yeah, right.
Is Silksong for PC, yeah?
Yeah, it should be on PC and home consoles.
Yeah.
I actually saw Hollow Knight on Switch.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
I
playing
was
it on.
looking
Collectors on the Switch.
I was looking around. Because I was picking up Pokemon Shield.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've already got Sword, but I'm doing a bunch of stuff with one of my friends that will need me to have another game.
I gotcha.
Ah.
But yeah, what you've been watching this entire time is the Switch version.
Oh! Okay, I feel like a dumbass.
No. It, for a Switch port, mind you, granted it's not the most, like, probably technologically demanding game on the market right now, but it, runs phenomenally on Switch.
Yeah. It really does.
It feels like a game that would be made on the Switch easily and imported.
Yeah,
PC,
right.
You know.
And this
And
again,
that's not to say like you don't need like a high-end like intensively to run game to make it good. You know. So
Right.
It's not a slight against the game or anything. It's just
Angel says, I don't think there are any compromises for the Switch port. I don't believe so, no. Oh, and look at
Yeah,
that.
there weren't.
That's so sweet. Just like Blue
Aw.
Fire, I think. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, Team Cherry. Thank you for putting out one of the best Metroidvanias I've played in ages, maybe ever. Well done on achieving this great feat. You persevered and you triumphed. We hope you enjoy yourself in the world of Hollow Knight. We'll meet again soon on the road ahead. Team Cherry. Oh, that's so sweet. Now let's do it again.
Very hope. Yes.
let's do it again, but better.
106%. That's not enough. I'm gonna go even higher.
Go even further beyond.
Oh hell no. No way am I doing this. It's really cool they put something like this in the game, but it is not for me.
That
Yeah.
would be. No, I would not do that blind. You would have to learn the game inside out.
You'd have to
Not do
learn
that
the
blind.
game, and it
No.
doesn't seem like it would be much fun to do like a 100% or 112% run on. Like maybe if you did Critical Path, getting as many upgrades as you could, that kind of thing. Oh,
So like, here's the thing about challenge runs. Like people are like, they're like, oh, you have to do it all in one go. It's like, no, half the fun is learning how to do it with your challenge. If it takes you 30 tries, then you learned it.
Yeah.
Angel says, look at it this way, it's Steel Soul mode, fragile charms or normal charms. You're not wrong. Let's see. This should load us up back at the temple, right? And yeah, the other final boss that has been suggested to us, or also intimated to us throughout the entire game, its narrative and like its world, is going to require us to enter the dream of the Hollow Knight itself in order to fight. But strange.
Ah.
How could a creature without any real soul or identity have dreams, eh?
I'm guessing.
Well, it doesn't, exactly. Remember, it's built as a vessel to hold something else within.
Yeah. So it's not his dream, it's something else.
Right, we're not fighting the Hollow Knight right now. We're fighting the other final boss, puppeting its body around. And that's what we were designed for as well.
Be a puppet.
Yep, because as it happens, the king was an absolute asshole. Okay, now it's stabbing itself over and over again.
The king just gives off like massive Steve vibes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially with the whole like trying to like live on for eternity and through vessels in Dark Souls 2.
Here we go. Hold on. In we go. To the real final boss. Dre says so much for having no mind. Right. There's a unique loading screen for this.
Puppy. Nope.
Right, so remember the
God damn it.
the god of light raging against the world from the dream in an attempt to sustain herself?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Where do you think the final boss is?
This world's version of heaven.
It's the sun.
Ah.
This is so
That
cool.
takes the whole bug in a magnifying glass to a different level.
Yeah.
Oh, that design is so cool.
Yep, this is the Radiance, and I love her design. Some of her attacks are kind of similar to the other Dream Warriors attacks, and this is by design. Like, she uses variations of a lot of theirs. See, like, that's Gorb's attack.
Yep.
Except it deals double damage, because of course it does.
I like the idea of like bosses like using like similar, like not really similar attacks, but like attacks where learning
Oof.
one boss will help you with the other.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's kind
Christ.
of like a final exam, right?
Yeah.
Jesus H. You know how well I do against these double damage bosses.
That is kind of brutal though. Like, you didn't have a lot of space there.
And you've got to beat down... Yeah, she's a platforming-oriented boss, unlike a lot of others in the game. But this means we also have to beat down the Hollow Knight again every time. Which, I mean, it's not hard or anything, so...
Oh, so it's kind of like the Ishin fight.
Yes, yes, yes. And this is our Genichiro. Except Genichiro was actually way more challenging than this in his own right. He was arguably harder than Ishin's second and third phases. Oof. Oh, God. What I like about the Radiance fight in particular is that she's not using mechanics and attacks from throughout the entire rest of the game. She's using specifically attacks from the other dreams you've fought.
Yeah.
Oh God, what's this?
He never used that on his first.
Hornet? There we go. Ray says, she actually does count as a death in Steel Soul runs. I know. She and one other dream boss, I want to say, but only them.
Huh.
And how much health does she have for my number loving ass? The Radiance, okay. Curious.
Interesting.
So, one thing that kind of differentiates her from a lot of other bosses, or bosses that use these attacks, is her projectiles are massive.
Yep.
They're like idealized visions of nails.
Yeah, this is what the nail could be.
Oh God, no. No, no! Yeah, so this one really keeps the pressure on, and for the record, she has just a little more health than Grim did.
Second phase Grim?
Yes.
No, big Grim.
Yeah. He had
That's a
1,500, she has 1,700 total. Her fight
That's a
feels
lot.
infinitely more fair, though, because she's targetable virtually all the time. And she's also a massive target. Like, massive.
I wonder if the same attack would work.
It would, but she also gives us opportunities to heal, so I'm inclined to be just a little more conservative with my healing economy.
Fair enough.
Oh God. Angel and Dre both say she's brutal. Yeah, there's a lot to that fight. Oh, and the ultimate boss I mentioned, Godseeker adding at the end of the Pantheon of Hollow Nest. You know, the massive, like, gauntlet of all the bosses in the game, including Grim, both times. It's a harder version of this. That's it. Oh. Her projectiles are just so fucking long, too.
Yeah.
I love the music, though. Oh, and if your Shade Cloak isn't charged, i.e. if you've dodged, ooh. Oh, God. Fuck! Yeah, Andre says the absolute version deals double damage, meaning it deals 4 masks of damage per hit.
Interesting.
I'm not sure if that's worth it myself.
No. That two-shots you, right?
Yes, it does. Well, if you get everything in the game, of course, it's really 3. But you know, like that makes a difference, right?
Oh yes, getting hit 3 times is much better than getting hit 2 times.
And as the Hollow Knight super boss formula dictates, it's also faster, has way more health, and less obvious, shorter telegraphs, I believe, so...
Yeah.
Just an all-around fun fight for the whole family.
I mean, every extra mistake you can make is always good, like...
Yes.
You know, you're talking to someone who's like, so I can get hit twice instead of once. Wow, shock horror. But,
Oh, shit. It deals 2. Dre says Absolute Radiance is still 2 damage per hit? Okay, hold on.
I think 4 would be a bit absurd. 4 would be a bit absurd.
Yeah.
After what we saw with Grim, though, it's not beyond the pale. Absolute Radiance.
Was Grim base game?
No. He was a DLC. Okay, so it gets more health. It's much faster. Okay, it does deal the same amount of damage. Okay, let me see. Let's go into the lab here. Let's see what we can do. Maybe instead of Quick Slash, we should strap on the Shaman Stone and do our thing. Or wait, no, I kind of like Quick Slash. Let's see. Maybe instead of the Mark of Pride. Yep, our base attack is much smaller, but in her case, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference.
No.
So being able to just fire off Soul Barrage after Soul Barrage on her should be a big help. And I think challenges like Pantheon of Hallownest are great as just that, challenges. But I would also argue they would not be received nearly as well as they had been were it not for the advent of online broadcasting and streaming and things like that. Because watching people attempt challenges like that probably has a way, way broader audience appeal than actually doing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, believe me.
See, even the Hollow Knight wants this to end.
Yeah.
Just go down. Angel says, pretty sure it's 2. I only beat her once, but my memory's not perfect. It is 2, I think, based on what I saw. And Dre says, I found the combination of quick focus and deep focus extremely helpful. Oh yeah, the super healing charms.
Every time the friend I'm taking through Dark Souls 3 gets a sneak peek at Gale's like, this looks so hard. I'm like, yeah, don't worry, it's not going to be near as hard for us.
That's absolutely correct as well.
You have 6 times my HP, dude.
Not just that, but without the challenge run, he's flashier and more intimidating than he is, like, supremely challenging.
Oh yeah, like, without the challenge run, he'd have been done, like, within a stream, easy.
Yeah, he's, I would argue, maybe the easiest boss in that DLC, but not by a huge margin.
Well, do we count the church dude?
Okay, like, if you're fortunate enough to fight the default, like, NPC version of Half-Light, then yeah, that's easier, but, oh, fuck!
Yeah. That's a weird gimmick.
Yeah.
Demon Souls has something
I like
similar.
it. So did Dark Souls 2. With the Open last night.
So I've noticed that late game bosses in Hollow Knight seem to have in common. I guess because they're just trying to present challenge with what's left in their hand, is they negate your healing economy completely. Like, that's kind of their go-to.
This guy doesn't really, it's the next one that does.
No, yeah, this guy seems more like a mid-game boss. Just one with more health than one would expect.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
Come on, come on, come on. There we go. I'm just rushing this down because I have absolutely no time for it. I will say this, I hate that just for the interest of learning the fight, we have to go through this every single attempt at the Radiance.
Yeah.
It's not really conducive to learning how to fight her.
It's the same issue I have with, like, 3.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
And not really like the first and second phase, or first and third phase, because they're kind of similar in the way you fight them, I think.
Yes, they are. The third phase has more attacks and hits harder, that's about it.
And it's invisible longer and stuff. But, you know, they're kind of similar, but then that second phase is just such a weird slowdown, and it's so long.
And there's 2 opponents, one of whom really just exists to soften you up.
Yeah. Like, 3 doesn't even fight the same way she does.
No.
She becomes this, like, ranged support. Which would be kind of cool if that was the second, if that was the last phase and they gave Ariando more to do.
Oh, shit! Well, blasting her down with the Abyss Shriek certainly seemed to work.
Yeah, because it looked like she was upping the ante of some of her dagger attacks.
She was, and
She
the
was firing
Void
them a lot
started to
longer.
consume the Dream.
Ah.
Again, I still contend she's not exactly in the right, but we're not the good guys here.
So, basically Dark Souls.
Well, right, because the god that usurped her worship is long dead. She's trying to survive by, like, infecting the minds of, his followers with knowledge of her. And we're just kinda caught in the middle trying to make sure all of our friends stay alive. Like, we don't have a horse in this race theologically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, guys.
Alright, thanks
Good
for
night.
joining us, Seth. Take care. Come on now. Get stabbing. There we go. Ray says you made it to phase 3. 3 of 4. Yeah, that's pretty good. And we had plenty of soul left. And yeah, guys are saying in chat, Godseeker also, of course, added a much harder version of this fight. Like the Hollow Knight at its full potential.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I think her first phase is everything preceding her, like, spawning the spikes on either half of the platform. Like this. Oh, that's a nasty attack.
Yep.
The, Traitor Lord had something very similar. Oh, damn it. She also likes to teleport, I've noticed more often than not, to the side with the spikes flaring up out of the ground. More often than not. Oh! Oh, shit. We were doing damage, though.
Yep. I feel like it'll be the same as Grim. Once you just get all her attacks down, something will just click and just go.
Dre says, well, I mean, we're just trying to stop her from killing everyone. The infection kills the person and leaves them a walking husk. Yeah, but the implication is they, like the person themselves, as like a cognizant entity, survives as a spirit in the dream and is, in most cases, if not happy, perfectly content. So, like, neither force at work in this world, in my reading of the lore, is good, conventionally. There's just bugs, and bugs trying to do the best they can. Well, bugs and then whatever the hell these things are. Vessels, puppets, extremely marketable little sentient plush dolls.
Merchandise.
Oof, oof.
It feels like a very rare attack.
Yeah, really.
Well, comparatively.
How much does it say, though, about, like, the true final boss, that we've got to the point where we're just destroying the standard final boss in seconds?
Yeah. Yeah. How many people were underwhelmed not knowing about the dream meltdown?
I'm sure, like, going in blind, quite a few people. Oh, fucking hell. Already to phase 2? Well, that's... oh, shit. Pretty good, I guess.
Yep.
There we go. Phase 4. This is where it gets nasty. Now it's a platforming boss.
Oh. So we could burn that pretty easily.
Um,
Well, not easily, sorry, but quickly.
Every phase has fucking hell progressively more health. So for reference, phase 1 has... oh, sorry, she also gets 2 new phases in, like, the Godseeker fight. Phase 1 has 350, phase 2 has 400, phase 3 has 250, all for a combined total of 1,000. Phase 4 has 700 all to itself.
Oof. Okay.
I assume the switch up there is, aside from the platforms, she's not throwing multiple hazards at you at once. It did seem like she was going one attack at a time again.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, we might be able to manage that.
Oh yeah, I definitely think so.
Granted that my whole strategy amounts to just, like, jump and scream at the top of our little lungs.
Okay, go away.
I'm pretty sure it's invulnerable to damage right now, but I just love the sight of this little guy just flailing away at this monster's shins.
Murder! Murder!
Okay.
It's just satisfying.
Here comes this version again, or this attack, which is extraordinarily inaccurate. Angel says, I think the Radiance might be ubiquitous outside of Hollownest's walls, just not so obvious. The orange infection might simply be a petty sign of desperation on her part. Unbiquitous, sorry. Yeah. And Dre says, the children of the Pale King thrown to their deaths by the thousands. I'd say the Vessel's got the short end of the stick in this whole thing. Oh, undoubtedly. Poor little guys. Oh, fuck. See, she actually attacks much more slowly than, like, for instance, Grim did. But, her projectiles, one and all, are much larger.
Yeah.
Like so. Oh, we are fucked. This is not the run. Fuck! Like, I mean, our damage output is such that no one phase of this is going to hold us very long. But the problem is that she's so fucking strong. And also, for most of the attacks I've noticed, she herself, aside from her eyes glowing, doesn't have much in the way of telegraphing.
No, like, she doesn't really move much. Just when she's like moving.
She's just present in the environment. The environment itself is the challenge.
She just exists.
Which kind of makes sense. You're fighting a god in the seat of its power. Like, it's not entirely sure where she ends and the dream begins there.
Yeah.
Love the visuals on that attack. And here we go again. Well, I mean, the most powerful swordsman in this... What is this?
What? Excuse me. Alright. Stick to the program.
You okay, buddy? Though, to be fair, the most powerful swordsman in Hollow Nest is smaller than we are.
Valid.
Eclipse, were you here for the bit where we discovered who the Great Nail Sage was?
I don't think I was, no.
It's, the little gnat or fly shopkeeper. He's the one who taught the Nail Masters. You know, back in the hub, the guy we bought, like, all the mask shards from?
Yeah.
If she'd stopped doing this attack, I would be very grateful.
I guess you could say you were not expecting that.
Well done, sir. What, really?
That one looked a bit sus.
No, she, like, cancelled one beam of light and then fired off another. I guess technically as the next phase began.
Ah.
Oh, it's my favorite attack. At the very least, she is like... Oh, fucking hell! She is like the only boss in the entire game aside from Zote, who doesn't deal contact damage. Since she's technically in the background. Dre says there are a couple of her attacks you can heal during if you're careful. Oh yeah, like the lasers, I'm sure.
That was the one that I saw, yeah, where you could, like, probably heal. Like, once you know where the bead is, if the bead's not on you, you can just heal.
And as long as the dream nails aren't firing off at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Angel says you're right, he's invincible at a few points, including the stabbing animation. He'll actually heal up to about 20% if you take him too far during that, or before the cutscene, I see. There we go. Ray says, and the swords that radiate outward. Right, but those also seem to be, unfortunately, two of her least common attacks. She really likes the horizontal nail waves.
Yeah.
What I would call the Sans attack, with my terrible internet-inundated brain. Fortunately, with us dealing base, like, 32 damage per swing, fucking hell. Shit! These dodges, I will say this, are a little bit harder than they might look.
Oh yeah, they usually are. Dodges usually are.
Oh, well, that was helpful. We were able to dodge that, at least. Fortunately, the spikes themselves do not deal 2 masks worth of damage, right? Because they're part of the environment and not technically one of her attacks. That was, though.
Yep.
Oh, God. Ah! The issue I keep having is some of her attacks are so fast they fire off during, like, our jump animation or our healing animation, so there's no... I shouldn't say no, there is practically no time between telegraph and the attack executing.
Yeah, and some of these games, like, it's kind of like the same thing with, like, Gale. If the lightning and his sword happen to coincide at just the right moment, you're screwed.
Yeah, you get juggled. Now, she's
or,
fair.
Or you get fired into one.
I would argue she's way more fair than Grim was.
Yeah.
If only because we've been able to progress through phases really consistently, and I feel like I'm learning some of the attacks.
I think it made it just like, you could kind of like count the waves.
Right. There we go.
Because the waves just seem to kind of stop and end as they please.
Yeah, sometimes she fires 3, sometimes she fires 4. I think it might be based on health or time or something like that.
I'll try counting this time.
This is one of the most punishable attacks if we're on the ground when it executes. Oh! I hate that, though. I hate that you can jump right up into one of the nails.
Yeah. Yeah, that was 4.
That might be the entirety of the 3rd phase. Hey, Val, welcome to the final boss of the default game, and holy mother is it hard. Okay, now we've got to shave 700 off of this. Thank you, Eclipse. Appreciate it, man. Ooh! Ay, ay, ay. What?
What the fuck?
Oh, this is her desperation attack. I've read about this. Visually, very impressive.
Yes.
Mechanically, shitting my pants. Whoa! That's it! And the Void claims her, and this is not really a good thing, but we win, so look at that. Ugh.
Nailed it!
Thank you, Eclipse. And we attain our true form. And we slap her soul to death. embracing the spirit of our truest friend made during the journey, the Pimp Guard. We slap the soul out of God to beat the game. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Val says, this isn't even my final form. Wouldn't you know it? If we complete the last DLC, which we might not on stream. It's not! There's 2 more after that. I will say, final phase, like phase 4, and then like the little denouement, I really like that. Honestly, other than phase 2, which was a real monster, none of those seemed that difficult to learn, really.
No. Like, the third phase was just dodge the... Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
The platforms actually played to our advantage because they gave us a range of verticality from which we could evade attacks, and like her little homing orb attack tended to crash into the platforms more often than not.
Yep.
Angel says Pantheon 5 could quite reasonably be called unreasonable. Yeah, that's the Pantheon of Hallownest. And down in the Abyss, all of the siblings are still hanging out. Or rather, going to rest. Angel says, 4 is fully doable as the POP. Yeah. As is the... Yeah. So that's the second best ending of the game. For the best one, we have to take one of those fragile flowers to the Godseeker. I'm not sure if we can do that now. And then complete the Pantheon of Hallownest, which again is every single boss in the game, straight through, one shot, with just a few heals and like benches to swap out your badges. Then harder versions of the Hollow Knight and the Radiance. Yeah, Angel says 42 bosses. Which, normally, you tell me, 42 boss gauntlet, that's awesome. But if it's gonna include Grim and these 2, along with harder versions of each, I think I'm either gonna pick away at that in my own time, like off-stream, or just, lay it by the wayside. And here's why. The game's difficulty scaling throughout, up to and including the final boss, I thought was eminently fair, and also really, really fun. I felt like the game was training me to tackle its challenges, right? But, while you get some fun little goodies, like new badges in the DLC, they don't really allow you to expand things like your attack power, the amount of health you have, with a couple exceptions, or your defensive capabilities concomitantly with the additional challenge of, like, the super bosses they introduce. In other words, I'm fighting Nightmare King Grim, and I'm fighting Absolute Radiance and Super Duper Hollow Knight and all that, without much reward or without many new tools with which to take on those challenges. That's the kind of thing that, again, I hate having to compare it to, but it's like the baseline for this channel, I guess. In, like, Dark Souls or a really good, well-made Souls-like, kind of like Nioh, it's the kind of thing the game would attempt to address, like, if we're scaling up challenge, we're going to introduce new tools, or we're going to scale up the quality of the tools that you already have.
Yeah.
The game is getting more cards in its deck, and you are too. I like challenges like that. Yeah, Angel says, Nightmare King Grim is the third last, then the Pure Hollow Knight, then Absolute Radiance. And again, satisfaction is the reward. And you know what? I'm a graduate student. I'm training to become a teacher. Satisfaction is just not my forte. Val says, that's pretty rad. Yeah, the same message. Again, I think this message is so sweet, this little address. And
Oh, yeah.
I'm really fond of the folks at Team Cherry. They seem like sweet, really steadfast, caring folks who love the games they make. And it sounds like beyond Silksong, they want to make many more games in this style. And I'm all for that. Thus, satisfaction is not my forte. It's really not. Y'all know me. Now, 2 more things we're going to do tonight, and then we'll call it. Oh, we get yet another theme. for the title screen. I'll keep that one, thank you. First is Super Dung Defender, which I'm really looking forward to. And second is we're going to try to clear one of the Pantheons, if and we can.
Nice.
That's a big if. I mean, Eclipse, you saw the first Pantheon's really easy up until the original boss.
Yeah.
Now, they have nowhere near as much health as most things we've been fighting off. They're just really, really agile. Okay, now let's get the hell out of here and go where we belong, back down to the sewers. Oh, and we should have Radiance's entry in the journal, right? Along with the Hollow Knight. Yeah, Hollow Knight and then the Radiance. The Light Forgotten.
Nice.
And we've encountered, apparently, every single enemy type in the base game. All 157. Dre says this is their first time, their first game as well, so for something like that they did really well. You're absolutely right. Val says, ah yes, the sewers, my home. Yep. To visit an old friend, who mechanically I think is one of my favorite fights in the game.
He was really fun.
He was fun, and I imagine, like, as a Dream variant, he's going to be fairly challenging without being overwhelming. Hi, Zote. Angel says White Defender can be beaten multiple times for increased difficulty, deals 1 extra damage each time. Oh, I know. I know. We're just going to unlock him for the Pantheon, and then actually head to the Pantheon. To the store... King Station's a little faster anymore, I think. Really excited for Silksong, though. I think that's going to be a great time.
When's it coming out?
Apparently sometime this year, people are saying.
Nice.
Oh, Angel, I just saw the pics you shared to Discord. What an adorable little cat. Oh.
Yeah, it is a very adorable cat.
Dre says, hopefully they'll take some notes and Silksong will be even better for it. As long as they don't... And I don't think they will. They seem like a really, really good team. Who have a really solid grasp on game design. As long as they don't fall into the trap that's so common for Souls-like, or... I guess anymore, like, just... You can't really say Souls-like, but those who develop games in this mold, right? And decide to lean really heavily into the hardcore, like, extreme challenge-loving segment of the fan base to the exclusion of everyone else when it comes to, like, bonus bosses and content and things like that. I have every confidence that Silksong's going to be fantastic.
Oh, I don't think they'll do that. I mean, if they have a challenge, I think it'll be, like, optional.
Absolutely. As long as they don't look at the response to Nightmare King Grim and say, wow, everything should be like this now. I think everything will be phenomenal. I'm really, really excited.
We don't mention Darky de Midir.
No, we don't. Oh, God. Yeah, no, Val. Midir, in my opinion, I think we said this before, not due to the difficulty. The difficulty is not the issue at all. Is the worst designed fight in the entire franchise. I think Beta Chaos had a much better initial design and they just couldn't execute it. Alright,
Yeah.
literal shitlord, where you at? Probably in the grave, I think. Or nearer the grave. Val asks, Dark Lurker anyone? Oh, I actually really liked the Dark Lurker fight. I thought it was fantastic.
I don't think I ever actually managed to fight Dark Lurker.
Really?
I know how to. I know how to. It just never really came up.
Visually, at least, like aesthetically overall, it's probably my favorite bonus boss in the series. Angel asks, what game is that from? Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 2, respectively. Oh, Dark Lurker is Dark Souls 2. it's the base game's bonus boss. Well, one of two, technically, but the only one that players who aren't complete monsters will fight. And it's really, really good. Angel says, Team Cherry don't do long release dates. One day they'll be like, it's out in 2 months. Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh boy. Probably not the time to mention it's my favorite in the trilogy. By like a long shot. Although, I have to say, I enjoy Demon Souls more.
I like them all for different reasons.
Yeah, Vel says you... Well, no, Eclipse doesn't, correct me if I'm wrong, you don't prefer Dark Souls 2 to the other entries.
I just enjoy it.
Right. I think it's certainly one area where we can make a more objective statement, if quote-unquote objective, is that Dark Souls 2 probably ages a bit better and offers more just pure replay value than the other two do. Because there's so many weird little things like weapons with unusual mechanics or weird niche covenants to just play around with.
Yeah.
Maybe you could make a case for Dark Souls 3 with all the DLC having more.
Well, even saying that, like, Dark Souls 2 has so much good DLC.
Oh, it really does. It really, really does.
And I'm counting them, like, I feel like without the DLC, I would probably like Dark Souls 2 the least. Not saying it's like, and this is like a very, very high least, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Dark Souls 2 DLC kind of like shoves it up to the point where it's like, I can't make a definitive answer at all.
And, yeah, as someone who is overly invested in, like, series lore and world building, the amount of inexplicable fan service in Dark Souls 3 just kind of grates on me, as you guys know. Vel says Souls 1 and 3 just have kind of bland covenants. Where's my Rat Kings? Right! Right? The Rat King is the best thing in the entire series. Prove me wrong. Like,
I thought the Grave Orb was a funny idea that was executed well.
Yeah, apparently that's one of the things that was improved in the remaster, just with the better network connections, like, oh, you could actually do the Gravelord content.
The remaster had to improve so much more than it did.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying, like, if Firelight Shrine had been, like, really good in the remaster, like, it actually, like, improved the graphics insanely, like, to the point of, like, maybe Dark Souls 3 it would even a bit higher.
Right.
I would probably say Firelight Shrine was my favorite hub.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Like, a really graphically updated, like, next-gen Firelight Shrine would look really good. But, as it is, I think,
Val says was
either the Nexus,
Hmm?
or Majula. The Nexus or Majula.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. I might have to go find our Prince of Shit elsewhere. Val says with Souls 3 especially, it's all for PvP, which I hate. Yeah, I also didn't like that in Souls 3 especially, several of the Covenants just did the same exact thing, but in different colors.
Yeah.
Like, there were 4 Covenants that were functionally identical.
That's
sorry.
one thing I definitely prefer about Dark Souls 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Or even 3. The fact that PvP was not a big factor in balance.
Angel says, I don't even really hate 2 that much, it's just every single time I put it on, I wish I were playing 1 or 3 instead. Hardly a roaring endorsement. 1 and 3 have their problems too, like the Crystal Gardens. Yeah. I always just go to Dark Souls 1 and its copious amount of big demon with hammer bosses. Now,
yeah, you're not wrong.
Dark Souls 3, I will say this, and Eclipse, tell me where you kind of weigh in. In terms of, like, intricate, like, really well-done boss design, 3 outshines 1 and 2 pretty handily.
Easy.
Because they embraced the complexity that was introduced, or reintroduced to, like, FromSoft boss design with Bloodborne. You know, multi-phases, transformations, all the shit I really like. And it paid off to great success. Every boss felt really different mechanically. But then it's just Dark Souls 1 again.
Yeah, and, like, I think, So my issue with what was I going to say? It's a bit, yeah. 3 is just Dark Souls 1 again, but okay, this thought is gone. I don't have this thought in my head.
That is
right now.
alright. I am just searching for the poop master.
You're searching for the shit.
Well, hey, if people are interested in that, we'll probably be streaming the very last content from Immortal Unchained sometime next week, so stay tuned.
Oh well, we found the shit. We found the shit.
Oh boy. Yeah, we want to talk about bad Souls-like games. Submitted for your approval. Immortal Unchained. Everything about it. Ugh. Really excited to play Remnant from the Ashes. Though, because that apparently is the same basic concept, but done with a really high level of polish. Lots of people, Seth and Potato included,
Nice.
really like it.
Nice.
Okay. How do we access the poop cave?
Yeah, I think overall, I think Dark Souls 3 had the best bosses, but my favorite boss is still Dark Souls 1.
Oh yeah, Calamate, I presume?
Yep. Well, Calamite and Sin are different, are very similar, so I like them both. The issue with Sin is, whenever I fight him, he stays in the air way too long.
Yeah.
So it's just annoying, you know, it's not a bad fight, it's just the AI sometimes is annoying.
Oh, Angel says Neo is a good one. Oh, you are so right. Neo and Neo 2 are my jam. Val's been playing through them recently, I think, and having a great time. Really well-made games. Level design could be a whole lot better, but everything else is fantastic.
I'm having a time with Neo, but it's a self-inflicted time.
Val says, I actually enjoyed Lords of the Fallen. I didn't think it was that bad. And, okay, hold on. I am gonna have to look this up just because I want to do this on stream in time to get to our Pantheon, so...
In a timely manner.
Yeah, where is our buddy, the Dung Defender?
Where is the Lord of Pooh?
Who I would
Where's the Lord
argue...
of the Lord?
He had one of the best fights in the game.
Oh yeah, he was really fun. He looked really fun.
Let me see. Dung Defender.
Oh, speaking of which, we met a really nice invader today.
Really?
Yeah, he actually joined the stream invaders a bunch of times.
Oh, nice.
I beat him once, and then he ripped us to pieces the next times. But it was like really funny. I actually didn't mind being invaded by this guy.
It's always nice to get, like, honorable or friendly, invaders.
Yeah. It's just, like, I wouldn't mind invasions, but it's the fact that they can take, like, 10, 15 minutes. Because of the amount of heals people have, I'm just like, just stop. Oh, speaking of which, I've got to ask you something. I thought enemies didn't hit red invaders.
Usually they can't.
Okay, because on my stream, I was fighting a red invader while Scroggs dealt with Horus.
Mm-hmm.
We were fighting in Smoldering Lake,
Whoa.
and it became a giant clusterfuck with the crabs. The crabs were hitting him too.
Maybe if it's like an AoE attack, there's like some different coding governing like who it can or can't hit.
Maybe, because they weren't...
Like,
I don't know if they were targeting me, I'd have to look back.
Scroggs didn't pop a seat at the Tree of Giants, did he?
I don't even think you would know what one of them are.
Right, it's possible, and I mean, it's a minute possibility, you were invaded by a Mad Phantom using one of the rings to appear as a Red Phantom.
Perhaps. I'm sure it said Dark Spirit though, not Mad Phantom. Not Mad Spirit. I'm sure it said Dark.
That's curious. Let's see.
They were called the Mad Titan. Oh no, this was Waffle. This was Waffle.
Angel says, there's a Lords of the Fallen sequel coming out. Shoot! That sounds pretty good. Says I won't buy it on release, I'll wait a year or two and get it on sale for a half or a quarter launch price. I'm not that big a fan. Fair enough. Val says, I'm trying to slow down on my game purchase rate, so maybe once I finish a couple games on the roster, it'll finally be out. And I'm not a fan of Invasion simply because it halts all progress for no reason. Being able to co-op through the game with the ability to unsubscribe from invasions would be amazing. Yeah, definitely. And invasions can really be problematic in those big designated fight club areas for the PvP covenants.
Yeah.
So, I wasn't expecting to fight Dung Defender here, were you?
No, it looks far too serene for the Ward of Pooh.
You recognize this environment, right, Eclipse?
Jog my memory.
This is the King's Palace, just sans buzzsaws.
Fair enough. Oh, he is the King of Pooh.
Well, he was also the King's
He's
most
the
trusted knight.
Ah.
And you can see, like, his little statues of the others there. Here he is, the White Defender.
Ooh.
Whoa!
He looks so cool.
He does.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
He just deals one mask right now. Of course, he'll deal more damage in every subsequent fight, but aside from the giant waves of poo, everything else here is the same, just slightly more tense.
And he's somehow white.
Yeah, well, maybe that was the shell's original color. Who knows?
No, but that fight with the Invader actually ended in a double kill with me, the Invader, and a giant crab just all in a first look after we all died.
Brilliant. Oh! He's already down? Well...
Wow, that was quick.
Shit!
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. Nailed shit.
That's, honestly, one of the saddest, endings to a fight in this game I've seen yet. Did you catch that?
My friends will protect the two kingdoms. Have
No,
faith in me.
after we cut him down,
what happened?
the spirits of the other knights faded away and he was, like, reaching out to them. He's the only one left alive at this point.
No.
We will all meet again. I promise it.
Oh, okay, that's depressing.
And we can fight him again for, like, more essence and eventually a conclusion to his quest line, but we've got all we need to go to, I don't know what to call it aside just the Pantheons, but back to Buggy Heaven, I guess. Angel says, Ogrim's a very honorable chap, possibly the most honorable. He didn't deserve his fate. Yeah, he's very friendly, and is honestly the closest to, like, a Solaire in spirit we're going to get in this game. I love Dung Knight, and I wish he were more prominent in the game's, actual, like, path of progression. He's amazing, and he deserves better than to be an area boss.
Yeah.
And again, mechanically, he's probably one of my favorite fights. Easily.
So, hashtag justice for Dung Knight?
Absolutely. Val says, look at the shit effigies of his friends. No, I did. There's shit effigies of his friends, and then an idol of the king beneath a shit idol of the king. Which, based on everything I've learned about this game's world, is probably about all the king deserves at this point, but...
Yeah.
Angel says he's a prominent enough part of the story he might be a part of Silksong. That'd be cool. Okay, so... Right, we've got to go down from the poop tunnel. Careful, y'all, we're navigating without a compass, flying blind. Me and my terrible pathfinding abilities. Oof. Alright, easy. Val says finally get to be laid to rest, maybe join his comrades? He still seems to be absolutely full of, like, joie de vivre. There we are. Angel says, I don't think there's any 100% confirmation Silksong is a sequel or a prequel, but Ogrim could be there either way. Yeah, I'm hoping it's a sequel, I'll say that much. Like...
I would think, I prefer, prequels are good, but I prefer when there's, like, a sequel first.
And also when it's understood that, okay, all that stuff you already appreciate about the world, or maybe the events that you're not too fond of that are come to pass, yeah, those have already happened. we're going to explore what comes next in this story, next in this world.
Yeah.
Oh god, I hate navigating to Godhome, but the good news is, for the remainder of the stream series, however long that is, we won't have to do it again. Val says, okay, but sequel first was what Borderlands did, and look how pre-sequel turned out. From what I've heard, like, from friends who played it, it's perfectly good. Maybe not as good as Borderlands 2, but fun. And you get to play as Claptrap, so there's that. So real quick, before anything else, let's go visit our ridiculous Hall of Gods now. I love the design of Bug Heaven.
It's such a good ambiance to it.
Yeah, visually it's my favorite zone in the game. Angel says prequels by definition contain endless spoilers. Right, and also you've kind of got to work with the knowledge that everything important is going to happen after the events of the game's narrative. Val says the pre-sequel is hot garbage, speaking from experience. Oh, rough. So just really quick, let's have a look at everything we've got. Look at all of these suckers. So many memories. Most of them pleasant. Some of them grim. Oh, Hive Knight. Loved him. This is the God Tamer. I love the statues themselves, too. These beautiful silhouettes. Zote. And of course we can use these to practice off-screen and the like. All the Dreamers. Angel asks, do you know about the Eternal Ordeal? I do! I just don't remember exactly where the portal to access it is in Godhome. Oh, good. Him. Yeah, we ain't doing that. And, hold a moment, where are the statues for Hollow Knight and the Radiance? Maybe they're not here. Let's have a look-see at our roster. Oh, can we not collect them yet, maybe? Yeah, we can't. Oh, that's fascinating. Alright.
Maybe you have to get the third ending?
No, I have a feeling we have to defeat them in the Colosseum.
Ah.
Yikes.
Ugh, fun.
Elsa's so glad I have tomorrow off. Oh, right on, man. Any big plans for that day off? Yeah, and Angel says several bosses have to be seen not beaten inside Godhome before they unlock in here. Right, like the brothers. Speaking of, are these all the nails we want? I think so.
You can't hear my keyboard, can you?
No, not at all. We're good.
Okay. Just checking, because something, it's a mechanical one, so sometimes it gets really loud. But I try to type super quietly when I'm on mic.
No worries, man. I'm sure people can hear my controller all the time. Ain't a big deal at all.
That was a big issue. My Xbox One controller was fine. My PS2 controller, even when it's like 6 feet from the mic, is like a fucking death zone.
Oh, yeah. DualShock, especially I think the DualShock 1 and 2, tended to be really loud.
You're very clicky.
Again, one of my favorite things about this DLC is that every boss arena gets a new appearance for Godhome, and some slight modifications to size and positioning of platforms and things like that. And the boss themes get remixes to suit the ordeals. There we go. Val says, rest, firstly. I just pulled 47 hours this week in 4 days worth of work. Yikes, man. Congratulations for making it, though.
That, yeah.
Oh, I love this attack. It's just such a doofy-looking first boss, isn't it?
So does the Pantheon get, like, Oh, wait. Is this the first Pantheon?
Yes. This is the one that ends with the battle against Oro and Mato.
Oh, yeah.
I swear we will defeat this time. This one's mostly mini-bosses, Dung Defender, and Gorb. Oh, and this guy, right.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you ain't nothing after everything we've been through. Look at our damage output. Look at our damage output. Oh, shit. Managed to knock him out of his rage attack. Man.
Yeah, this is like, just like...
It feels good. It's a victory lap, man. Which is great because,
4 times, but you're actually ripping them to pieces.
The final boss of this Pantheon might stop us in our tracks again. Next! Oh, Big Moss Charger. Oof. Shouldn't get greedy there. Oof. Damn it. Again, I love that the arena itself gets a completely different aesthetic for every single boss.
Yeah. See, I'm just imagining how much an Abyss Shriek would do to that jump attack.
Yeah. That would do really well. Fortunately, even in Godhome, it doesn't have much HP. Some of the early game bosses get a pretty substantial boost to their health to pose some kind of challenge, but it's nothing major. Oh, right, Hornet is here. Hi.
Hello. It's easy, Hornet.
Well, easy now, yes indeed.
Yeah, it will get much harder later.
Sean! Okay. Yeah, the remix of her theme is gorgeous. I'm honestly really surprised that neither Soul Master nor the Mantis Lords showed up in this Pantheon. Maybe the next one?
Maybe.
Fortunately, I saw that by Pantheon 3, I believe the only Grim that's going to appear in any of these is the regular.
Ah.
That says I did 30 hours of 2 days. God.
That's
amazing, man.
insane.
Maybe instead of Longnail, we could pick something to make us just a wee bit more survivable. Maybe Thorns of Agony and Defender's Crest? Yeah, there we go. We'll damage them if they hit us. The stank will continuously damage anyone who comes behind us. Apparently, Defender's Crest is a really effective charm against Zote in his actual boss fight.
Ah.
They want to talk about where Abyss Shrieks would come in handy.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I'm really surprised, too, they used him instead of Zero, given that he's not the easiest Dream boss by a pretty wide margin. He's not hard at all, but...
Compared to what you just fought, this is nothing.
Right. They gave him a butt-ton of health, though.
Yeah.
That says, look, I'm not saying I'm a badass, but here we are. For surviving that, yeah, you kinda are.
Yeah, you definitely kind of are.
Oh, yeah, it's the king. Let's do it.
Yes, here he comes. I also kind of love how, like, there's a weird order to this fight where you sit and wait for him to finish and you're like, okay, now we go.
Yeah.
It's like bowing.
Yep, time for his ult. Oh, I think he's dead. And unlike every other boss, instead of exploding into, like, orange particulate matter, he just explodes into crap.
Yep. Even in heaven, he's still shit.
Gotta stay on brand. Oh, right, now Soul Warrior.
Nah, you're no Vanguard.
No, not at all. I love their moveset all the same.
Yeah.
But also, you're no Radiance. We've seen a much worse version of that. We've seen 2 worse versions of that attack, actually.
Yeah.
Whoops. There we go. Al says you say surviving, but at this point I'm kind of used to it. I was only there for 20 hours. Oh, shit, I forgot about the Moloch. Sorry, we'll be right back with you in a moment. Can't believe I dodged that, just by sheer happenstance.
Yeah, it wasn't a dodge, it's more like kill guys not look at explosions.
Right. Oof. Valas, I'm wondering why he's gotten a spotter foil when he's modeled after a ninja. He isn't, really. He's just meant to be this kind of corpulent, old beetle who learned to harness soul magic. The in-lore explanation for the soul enemies is that they're not particularly good at combat or even have much of an idea what they're doing. They're just using the life force of other beings to make themselves infinitely stronger than they would be on their own. So he's meant to be kind of clumsy more than anything else. And you say survive... Only there for 20 hours in those 2 days, got 10 hours extra cumulatively. Oof. Okay, do we think we can take down Oro and Mato?
I think you can, yeah.
Yeah, here's hoping.
You can.
With our damage output, like, on his own, this guy is not bad at all.
Nope.
Oof. But his range is phenomenal compared to what we're used to from, like, melee enemies. But already, he's down. Now for the real fight.
Yep.
Can I get out of your hitbox, please? Oh, I can, thank you.
They're not visually distinct, are they? It's just their attacks are...
I think one of them has a slightly different shade. But no, the answer is barely, if any, if at all. Oof.
I feel like this fight would be kind of better if they were.
Well, yeah, remember, there's only one of the 3 who is visually distinct, the painter. Oh, there we go!
Oh, no, yeah, I think they're down. Oh, I count my chickens.
Hey!
So I did see visually distinct.
Oh, how honorable.
Yeah.
Angel says they have differently spelled and pronounced names. And, hey! We ascended to the Pantheon in just under 10 minutes.
Nice.
Angel says...
About the length of a standard Madeira run.
Val says, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, we made it somehow. And real quick, I want to check something.
About a third of the length of a standard Madeira run.
Eclipse, do you have time for one more attempt at, like, the next Pantheon?
Yeah, sure. How long would that take?
Probably about as long, or a minute or 2 more. Angel says
Yeah,
you did say visually. Alright, thank you, man. I just don't want to keep you too late into the morning. She's awake now. Hallowed land, tune, gods. So she's not all there, but we're waking her up slowly. So our next Pantheon, I believe, is the Pantheon of the Artist. And its boss is apparently not as difficult as this one, and just a lot of fun.
Begin.
But, of course, the bosses we'll have to face along the way will be more demanding.
Yeah.
Here we go again. I love these intro cutscenes. Thou most ungrateful of blemishes. The gods in their great mercy allow thee to escape their first pantheon alive. Yet still thee think to test thyself against their might? Sure. Doom thyself then, that we may resume our focus and ascend our minds ever higher. Val says demanding and outstanding. Yeah. Who's up first? Oh! Hi.
Speaking of Zero.
It's the easiest Dream Warrior battle.
Yeah, I remember this guy actually. Oh yeah, he's the Deoxys looking dude.
Yeah. Also, given the color palette, I'm wondering whether he's meant to be a reference to Zero from, like, the Mega Man X series.
Potentially?
Gotta watch the edges of that platform. Oof. I will say, as somebody who's not too fond of using their spells in this game, that's a really good one.
Oh yeah, especially when the boss is always above you.
We attune to, oh, Crystal Guardian. Hey, buddy.
Nailed it.
Thank you, Eclipse. Been a while since we've seen him, hasn't it? Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Oh.
And this is just the first. Nailed it.
Oh, no.
Oh wait, no.
Okay, no, we attune. Okay, we're good. Oh, thank you, God. Oh, Soul Master, hey.
Hello.
Again, I really like this fight. Wonder if it's gonna be both phases, or just the first.
God damn it, now you can take a minute to fix the arena you just smashed.
Well, we stunned him. Oh no, he's doing the fake out.
I thought the fake out was only in the second boss fight.
Oh no, he did it way more often in the first fight.
I didn't know.
Ooh, jumped right into that one, didn't we? Dang it. Okay, let me heal. Man, if the afterlife is just watching gods slug it out with each other for eternity, I'd be alright with that.
Yeah, as long as it's popcorn.
Yeah. Angel says Zero was designed by one of the Kickstarter backers, so their motivation could be Mega Man X. That's right, yeah, all the Dream Warriors were designed by, backers. You're absolutely right. That's something I should...
Hey, that's a really cool design. That's really cool.
Yeah, I really like his. I like, Elder Who's design, and I like, the designs for, No Eyes and the Moth, Markoth, I think. Yeah, and we did have to fight both phases. That was quick, though. Bill says, man, the Afterlife would be dope if it's all just God MMA, right? We attune to... I'm waiting for the Mantis Lords. Oh, these guys! From the arena.
I never saw these.
They were the bosses of the second arena challenge.
Ah, they're really cute.
Yeah, they are.
Didn't like that one at all.
And yes, it goes into a frenzy mode when its sibling is killed.
I don't have to.
Remember, we fought smaller, like, juvenile versions of these things all over the place.
Yeah.
The little turret enemies from Green Path. Down they go, and we attune.
Nailed it.
Up next... Oh, here we go! This is what y'all came for. I love the new thrones they gave them, too.
Look at Maleficent from like the movie.
They do. Oh, first one's already down. Okay, now let's focus. This is still gonna be tough.
Sorry, I'm not yet.
One of the Pantheon bosses is a harder Dream-esque version of them, which I think is actually deserved. They should get a super boss fight. Mechanically, it's one of the best fights in the game. I love this rhythm you settle into. Dodge and punish, one attack right after the other. really clearly telegraphed, actually pretty easily dodged attacks, he says, as he takes 2 in a row.
Pretty easily dodged, and then Brady just got smacked.
First time I've ever seen one do that. While 2 of them are active, one clung to the wall and the other used a melee attack. Val says these chubby flies remind me of the Eye of Cthulhu boss in Terraria? Yeah, a little bit. Oh, and we've made it.
What's making me wonder about that fight is, what is their system? Why does 1 go, then 2 go?
I guess there's no point in trying to test them all together if the challenger is so weak that one Mantis can just scrap them.
Yeah.
Angel says there's a mod that is the super boss version of this, but the Traitor Lord is there as well. It's called the Tribe of Battle. Oh no. Have you attempted that? That sounds brutal. Speaking of brutal, I think we're halfway there. Oh, Marmu! Hi.
You're adorable.
Yeah, it's the baby caterpillar boss. I kinda love the mechanic. This is one of the bouncy bosses that you actually could pretty easily just deal with. Especially since our stank cloud is driving her away most of the time.
Yeah, this is like, oh, you hate getting juggled? Okay, you can do it for this boss.
Ding! We attune- oh, fuck. Oh, not this thing again.
Oh, no.
A harder version of it was also added to the Pantheons for whatever reason. So, are our standards so low, noble god seekers, that Nasty Spider qualifies as a deity?
Yeah, and also like Nasty Spider, who's actually just a predatory animal.
Right, it's not sentient at all. Well, several of these haven't been sentient, but you get my point.
Yeah.
Oh god, I hated the Nosk the first time, and I hate it here.
We did really well in this one, though.
Yeah, thank you. Once we found this little hiding spot, this became much easier.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We attune.
Nailed it.
Elsa's but it has a mask. Ding! We attune to... Oh, hi.
Hello.
Pretty sure,
Can't post it.
did I show you guys that, like,
Kind of.
in the Gallery of Gods, each, boss has its own title, like its deific title? I believe Flute Marms is something like the alluring god of procreation. Sure. Oh!
Fair enough.
Family reunion already, huh? Oof. We're gonna take some hits here, but...
Didn't you fight this guy very late, or was it someone similar?
No, we fought the regular version very early on, and then we fought the Dream version in our last stream. Yeah, the Dream version actually isn't much harder. It's probably the least significantly modified Dream fight in the game. Oof. Stay in your lane, sir.
Stay in your lane.
Oh, there we go. We attune. Angel says they don't care about motivation, they care about power. They don't summon gods, they create them, which is honestly just as cool.
Yeah.
We attune to,
A
oh!
white screen. Oh,
Boss
you're
time.
here already.
Ah, will the gods not relieve us of this troublesome speck? How it tests us, seeing this worm raise its filthy weapon to the gods. Thou hast luck beyond luck, O speck. The gods of this pantheon, for purpose beyond our understanding, allow you amongst them. Truly, the divine punishment they must be planning for you will be beyond all reckoning. Prepare thyself! Prepare thyself! So, the boss here is one I've actually really been looking forward to, because I heard not only is it kind of breezy, it's a really cool concept.
Hello. Oh, the artist.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so he fights similarly to his brothers, but his paint actually makes him more formidable. Whoa.
Dude, are you using lead-based paint? That's toxic.
Now, his range, as you can see, is absurd.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Did you get him?
Nope.
Nope.
Just stunned him.
Okay.
Now we got him.
Nailed it!
Now, I did that, thank you, Eclipse, I did that terribly, but the way to, like, tell what attack he's about to execute when he's on the ground is to watch the tip of his paintbrush. The color of the paint will
color's coming?
change. Yeah. That was so much fun.
Yeah, that, like, I like that. That was cool.
I definitely have to learn that fight, but that was a lot of fun. Angel says Lostkin has more than double the HP of the Broken Vessel. That's the most annoying part. Yeah, definitely. Definitely so. Oh, and I guess we need to clear all 4 Pantheons to unlock this one, which is the big bad final one. Okay, let me just check downstairs really quick, and I think we're good. I was not expecting to beat 2 Pantheons and everything else in the game today. Again, huge kudos to YouTuber Epitome for their excellent guide on Nightmare King Grim that enabled me to accomplish, well, the ultimate end goal of that DLC. It's a nightmare of a fight. Angel says the Godmaster's power is so great that it's 100% canon that if you kill the Absolute Radiance in Pantheon 5, the real Radiance is destroyed outside of the dream. That's true. And I hope that these guys, this little civilization of ascetic bugs, shows up again in the sequel. I really like them. That'll conclude our stream for tonight, I'm afraid. I do hope to be back with you guys at some point tomorrow, bringing you maybe some attempts at Pantheon 3, and a couple of the other Metroidvanias I've downloaded. Well, I say Metroidvania. Thank you so much for the follow, Angel. Really appreciate it, man.
Hey.
Welcome to the community. Really appreciate all your participation and info in chat, man. It's been a real pleasure. And one of the Metroidvanias I've downloaded seems quite good. Seems very interesting. It's another indie effort. Then the other looks terrible, and I can't wait to sink into it. It had a description that I could not make heads or tails out of because it made no sense at all. And I'm really looking forward to exploring that with you. So until then, thank you so much to everyone who joined us in chat. Thank you to Seth the Overwitch and Eclipse Sight who joined me on commentary this evening. Please go follow them on Twitch. Both of them stream. Both of them do really, really excellent things with their time on this platform. And yes, just thank you for your time. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, ladies and gentlemen. And until then, until next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hi, guys.